Wrestling with knuckleheads, and we in the building. It's your boy Toe Tax. As always, we got Lay Show and Gigi coming soon. You know how it is. It's the WrestleMania Go Home Show. It's WrestleMania week, and we're gonna be doing our predictions live and in living color. Raw really didn't sell a lot of stuff, but there was some interesting things going on, and they some people got hyped for some stuff that's gonna be happening at WrestleMania with Almost and Bobby Lashley. You know, I mean, me personally, I kind of want Bobby Lashley to get a little bit more respect than that. But something, I feel him. It's the immovable force versus the irresistible object or whatever. The irresistible force beating the immovable object. You know what I'm saying? I can see what they're trying to do here. But let's get on the bright side. Let's see if we can make WrestleMania worth watching. Right now, not a lot of people have this kind of optimism, if we could say so ourselves. But like I said, we out here, we doing our thing. What's going on, everybody? It's been a crazy week. We still don't know if Cody Rhodes is gonna be that competitor for Seth Rollins. People are saying that Cody Rhodes is gonna be the guy that wrestles Seth Rollins, and then other people. Now all of a sudden there's rumors that Shane McMahon's gonna be at WrestleMania, so Shane McMahon might be the guy that wrestles Seth Rollins. And to be honest with you, I honestly think if Cody Rhodes is the guy that we all thought he was when he made AEW, we got a better chance at Shane McMahon being the guy that wrestles Seth Rollins than Cody Rhodes. But you never know, right? Money talks and bullshit walks. That's the saying of the night. Is Marco stunt? Hey, you know what? They didn't hire him. They didn't sign him back for AEW. They won't be extending his contract. So it could be Marco's son all day. It's going to be Shane. That's what my man Kenny from the call-up says. It's Veer. Veer's coming to Raw. Veer's coming to Raw the 4th. They said it. And, they said it. What better way for Seth Rollins to have a WrestleMania moment than to have Veer come to WrestleMania without no one knowing? The pit stop to Raw is WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Not the pit stain, the pit stop. But we out here. What's going on, Walter? What's up, Cap? What's going on, Kenny and Dave? We out here. We in the building. To everybody that's out there, man, we got the prediction shows. I got the lineup. I don't have SmackDown's lineup for Friday, but we're gonna piece the shit together because I know there's gonna be the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and then there's gonna be a triple threat match for the Intercontinental title on SmackDown. And that's supposed to be their WrestleMania shit. But from what I'm counting, I don't know if I got the complete card, but from what I'm counting from when I saw it, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches on night 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches on night 2. One of those matches is a 4-way tag team championship match with the Divas on night 2. And then you have the triple threat tag team match on night 2. So that might take longer than normal, but that still ain't gonna be. There better not be like a fucking half-hour, tag team match when you could be giving that shit to somebody else. But we got the card ready. If I'm missing some matches, you guys let me know. But yeah, man, the consensus is some people are hyped at the fact that Almost and Bobby Lashley went toe to toe on Monday night. They did that little thing, and now they're hyped for that. I know for a fact. What's going on, Lucky? Stone Cold is at night 1. Yeah, Stone Cold. There's rumors that Stone Cold is going to be main eventing night 1 with Kevin Owens on the KO show. For me, that's a little kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? To me, I don't know why you would main event that. That's more of a mid-card thing. But when you have people falling asleep from The Miz and Logan Paul, or, when you have The Miz and Logan Paul putting you to sleep, You pull out Austin. You know what I'm saying? But I would definitely have, if you're not going to do, I wouldn't do Seth Rollins as main event. Because if our two options are Cody Rhodes, what's going on, Lay? And Shane McMahon, I would not have Seth Rollins main event. You know what I'm saying? I would have the main event Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair because that seems like the strongest storyline for night 1. You know what I'm saying? But so the rumors are Austin and Owens might main event, Charlotte and Ronda might main event, or Seth Rollins might main event. Night 1. Yeah, those are the rumors. I have no idea, but I know Austin and Owens main eventing WrestleMania for a talk show is not a good idea.
No.
Yeah, that's not a good idea anyway. But yo, Lay, so I didn't go down the match line, but apparently night 1 has 9 matches, 8 matches and 1 interview, and night 2 has 6 matches. So obviously you can't fit an Intercontinental match or a Battle Royal in the card because there's too many matches on each night. 6, 6 is a lot. You know what I'm saying? I got some shit playing. Hold up. Why is... See, this is why I don't like doing this shit, because I got ESPN just trying to sell me a fucking a mattress. They know that WrestleMania is going to put us to sleep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Shit.
It's funny. That's why I'm wearing this shirt, because you should be on. I don't know how you don't have your secondary titles on, but whatever.
No, seriously. He should. Yeah. My brother said this to me this morning. Because remember when WrestleMania was the showcase of the Immortals?
Oh, yeah.
Like, that meant something. Like, WrestleMania meant something. You 100%. Didn't... Like, you put the celebrities in a battle royal to start the night. Like, they had the football players in the battle royal. You know what I'm saying? That's where the celebrities were. LT was main event with Bam and Bigelow because, that WrestleMania didn't have much star power in it.
There's a lot of injuries to that one.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot. It was a let's give them something at least.
Absolutely.
Now we have, if I'm not mistaken, Logan Paul, Pat McAfee, and Johnny Knoxville. We have 3 celebrity matches.
Yes, and they are legit matches.
Yeah, anything goes match with Johnny Knoxville, Pat McAfee and Austin Theory, and Logan Paul in a tag team match. Now, Pat McAfee has wrestled multiple matches.
Yes, he has.
But that doesn't give him a main event. That shouldn't give him the carte blanche to be at WrestleMania.
Well, first of all, let's understand that either should Austin Theory. There is no reason for Austin Theory to be on the WrestleMania card.
This is legit facts. Not over Finn Balor, not over Ricochet.
Exactly. You first of, and then here's the great part about it is that he beats your IC champ in under 13 seconds.
Yes.
Like and it's funny because you remember it. We all said it like, yo, if this dude beats him, then you truly don't give a fuck about seriously.
Yeah.
You don't care. First of all, I know Ricochet's a champion because I'm a fan of Ricochet. You know what I'm saying? This is why I know him. And listen, don't get me mistaken. I'm a fan of Shinsuke too, but it's like you get buried under all that stuff. You know what I mean? Exactly. Yeah. Bro, he got pinned clean. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And such a short order.
Yep.
And you're telling me that you can't book this man in a ladder match and for him to retain, to build him back up. Yeah. You can't do that. And the same Austin Theory that almost beat Balor on some. So this guy almost went to both your secondary champs. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing. Meanwhile, with all due respect to Austin Theory, he's a talented guy. He is, out of those 3 gentlemen, he is the least talented in that ring. Period. Yes. I don't care who says what to me. You've seen what Ricochet can do. We've seen what Balor can do.
In multiple companies on multiple occasions.
Absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? As princes. See what I did there?
The Puma and David.
And I'm saying, and both just stellar workers, both can sell and everything like that. Yep. But what do? You put over the guy that Vince has been jacking off to lately.
Yeah. No, seriously. And what makes it even worse is that I'm actually anticipating a legit match between Pat McAfee and Austin Theory.
Yeah, me too.
That's what makes it worse, because if you're going to have Pat McAfee and Austin Theory have a legit match with the possibility of Pat McAfee going over, Pat McAfee has just proven that he's better than your IC and United States champions. The announcer.
He's more important.
Yes. Better. Yeah. The better words.
He's
the
more
announcer,
important.
the SmackDown announcer is more important than your Intercontinental United States champion.
And both, then both your secondary title that should lead you logically to to a shot at the main title. Either one of those titles should do it. Mainly though, with all due respect to the US title, mainly the IC title. Because that's the way it always was. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yo, the crazy shit, I don't know if it was Ricochet on his interview that he did on WWE.com or something like that, but someone and I'm gonna say it's Ricochet. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Fuck it. I think Ricochet actually pitched the idea of a Razor Ramon Intercontinental title ladder match for WrestleMania.
Absolutely. That would be absolutely right.
And one, that fixes your problem for replacing the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Absolutely correct.
Two, it gives so much more importance to the Intercontinental Championship.
Absolutely.
Because now not only are people fighting for the Intercontinental title, but there's legacy on the line. You're actually competing in a two-time Hall of Famer. A two-time Hall of Famer's legacy match. Now, I get it. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal didn't do shit for nobody. But a ladder match for the Intercontinental title should do something for people, especially when you're winning the Razor Ramon Bicentennial Ultrasonic Intercontinental ladder match. You know what I'm saying?
But the annual Razor Ramon ladder match.
Yeah, like in all honesty, that sounds a lot better than fucking Stupendous. They want, like you need gimmicks for wrestling.
Premium live event.
Yes, you need gimmicks to sell your shit. There goes a perfect gimmick. Yo, you throw Ricochet, Shelton Benjamin, Kofi Kingston, Cedric Alexander. You can even put Sami Zayn in that ladder match. You know what I'm saying? We got like what, 4 people I just mentioned, 5 people I just mentioned in a ladder match at WrestleMania. Yo, that's gonna fucking tear the roof apart. Mm-hmm. You got rid of Cesaro, so you can't hope for Cesaro. Cesaro would have been a nice gem in there also, but so many people. Ricochet also said, yeah, Apollo Crews, even better. Ricochet also said in that interview, is like, yo, you put a paper out on the wall and just have any wrestler sign the contract to face Ricochet at WrestleMania, and he goes, we're gonna tear the house down. The WWE does have some of the most talented wrestlers in the world. Anyone can wrestle Ricochet at WrestleMania and put on a banger. It's just the way you write it and book these matches is fucked up.
It's funny. You could have Tommaso Ciampa lose at Stand and Deliver and then show up for that match.
Yep.
Easily.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of him, and already look at the star power we have, because Tommaso Ciampa, even if you don't know him on the main roster because you don't watch NXT, within a few minutes you're gonna get to know this guy. This guy's charisma and his aura speaks words. It speaks novels out there. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to see him often to know who he is.
Absolutely. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so this is what I want to do. I know I'm gonna throw it on ya, but we do this shit often anyway. So not only are we gonna give predictions for the fucking WrestleMania card, I want to book them.
Okay.
I want to book the match. I want to give an ending, and I want to either
are we booking the match with the same people?
Same people.
Okay.
Like if they said, "Yo, you got this match. Tell us how it's gonna go, how it's gonna end, and if you want, we can even go into Monday. Like, let's say you have Ronda Rousey beating Charlotte Flair, but on SmackDown, something else is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do that. I want to actually sit here and make WrestleMania good and have people look forward to some form of WrestleMania.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really looking forward to WrestleMania.
I honestly forgot it was this Sunday until that Steve Austin thing that I put in the group.
Yes.
That's when it hit me. I was like, oh, that's right. That's just this Sunday. That's right. That's what it hit me. I was like, all day. Think about how late I put that in. I was like, that's right. It is this Sunday. I'm correcting this weekend. I'm sorry. I was thinking old school. I apologize. My bad.
Yep. Yo, I don't know how true it is. Speaking of this weekend, because we also have the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame ceremony. I don't know how true this is, but I saw something on Facebook that Nikki Bella said she can't wait to hear Vader's induction speech. Yeah. Now, for people who don't know, Vader has passed away years ago. You ain't hearing his induction speech. And if this is true, take away her Hall of Fame.
I agree.
I'm sorry. That sounds some Will Smith right there. You know, it's like Will Smith shit. It's like, nah, you can't. I can't with that.
I'm just like, what?
Yeah. Believe you me, I would have loved to hear Vader's induction speech. Because I'm pretty sure if there's a man that can, you know, tell you stories, is Vader. You know, I was telling my supervisor earlier today. Yesterday. I was showing her the video of when he did the moonsault, and I sent it into the group chat. And I said, "You see this big dude?" And she sees him do the moonsault. It's like, holy shit, he did a flip off the top rope. I'm like, yeah, this is one of the dudes I grew up idolizing. You know, because you see a guy that size, he's not muscle bound, but he's still fucking like agile and can go with the best of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I him, Bam Bam Bigelow, I respected the shit out of them because, you know, I always thought that was who I was. I was their size. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, not height wise, but, you know, weight wise, body wise and shit. And I was agile. So it's like, all right, there are people that can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But it's about time he's getting into the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And, you know, and I don't give a shit what anybody says. To me, the WWE Hall of Fame means something. So I want it to be respected. Mm-hmm. You know? So I'm going to treat it like it means something. Like the Baseball Hall of Fame or something. I don't give a shit. You know? Will Smith, the new owner of SmackDown. Word. But yeah, before we get into WrestleMania, we got AEW last night.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to watch Dynamite last night?
Yeah, I was able to see it.
The match with Jay Lethal and Jon Moxley, I enjoyed it. But I'm going to go into detail on why the Jon Moxley shit irritates me. Because all right, so if you remember, he hurt his leg. Mm-hmm. In, you know, during one of the moves, supposedly he hurt his leg. He couldn't hit the DDT on Jay Lethal. And then Jay Lethal drops the elbow on him. And now all of a sudden, Moxley's leg doesn't hurt anymore, and he does some crazy shit and puts him in the DDT, and then uses the same injured leg to get leverage on the pin and pins Jay Lethal. And I'm like, all right, bro, you sit here and you go on your, you know, like your ring psychology is supposed to be better than anyone else. You're sitting here, you're telling me that you're one of the best wrestlers in the world with with Bryan Danielson and William Regal, and then your psychology is way off. You know, mm-hmm. Like I'm a judge a tree by the fruit that it bears, not the fruit that it wants. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you tell me you're an apple tree and I see bananas on your shit, I'm gonna say you're banana tree. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But besides that little minute point, it was a good match. I enjoyed it. I want to see Jay Lethal in more of an important role in AEW.
Well, now that since he had that, now he needs to start winning. That's all. That's what needs to happen. Now he needs to start winning. Starts winning matches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it makes sense. You know.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what's funny? All right, so Tony Storm debuted last night on AEW. Yeah. And Walter goes, I just want to tell you, and Leigh, I joined Tony Storm's OnlyFans. So glad she's part of AEW. You know what's funny? I hit her up on OnlyFans. I said, yo, quick question. How can I contact you to come on the podcast? Just to shoot the shit. We got wrestling fans, lifelong wrestling fans. We want to sit and talk shit, about wrestling and get to know the Tony Storm. I don't give a shit if you don't want to talk about why you left WWE. I just want to hear your stories and wrestling fan to wrestling fan. Let's just talk. Mm-hmm. Let's see if she replies. Yeah.
I agree. Wheeler has a bright future. You know what I mean? He had the match with
Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, Bryan Danielson. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. He has a very bright future. I'm saying I can definitely see him. You can see the character building now more than you did before with him. With him on some hey, listen, man, I get my ass stomped out, but you don't have to beat me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And it's funny because he would have been just like another filler guy had they not done something like that, or they not pick people like him.
True.
Yeah, it's interesting to see who's going to be the next person that because they said a bunch of names, and I'm interested to see who's next. You know?
No, yeah, I'm interested to see who's next. Also, I just hope that it's not one of those flash in the pan shits. Like, you know how some wrestlers, would do some crazy shit like that, and then next thing you know, they went back to where they were before. Like all that heart and spitting in people's faces when you're about to lose just went out the window. They're back to bullshitting.
Well, I understand exactly what you're talking about. You know what I mean? There's always that that fear of that happening, but there's a big prominent role, and a lot of these guys could, if they do it right, they could wind up being the cornerstones of their ROH thing.
Yeah.
Because I can see Wheeler, Moriarty, as he just named, the Martin brothers and all that being part of that. Absolutely, I do. I get worried when Sting does anything.
Yeah, the minute he jumps off of anything, I'm like, oh no, because in my eyes, he's still broken from Seth Rollins. You know what I'm saying? And plus, he's an older dude. We're never gonna let people forget this Seth Rollins. Yeah,
you never know that go. Yeah,
no, yeah.
It's funny, people are like, yo, what's your problem with Seth Rollins? I go, the first thing I say two names. Go Sting and Finn Balor.
Yep.
We could have had an amazing Universal Champion.
And a WWE champion. Let's not forget, Sting could have won that match.
That's true.
If he, was able to stand during it.
Fucking Seth.
Fucking asshole.
You son of a...
Yeah. Fucking Seth is the new Staples, motherfuckers. Shit.
What a prick.
Yeah. Word. I was gonna call them the Alcoholic Anonymous Society. The Jericho Appreciation Society. What are you feeling on them?
Honestly, I may be the only person that's not sold on these guys. I'm not sold at all. Like whatever, it's funny. That's is
Seth is Nia confirmed.
Yeah, absolutely. That segment is when I chose to go to the bathroom.
You know something?
And it's weird because I don't do that during Jericho segments, but for some reason now it's like, yo, in that crew, it's mad bland. It's vanilla.
Yeah.
Before you had Santana Ortiz, you had Sammy. Hagar wasn't exactly charismatic. It doesn't matter, but you had other people that I was like, they stand out. These guys just like everybody's tanned.
Yeah. You had legitimate tough guys, even if it was a few of them in the inner circle. Santana Ortiz, Sammy Guevara could go. Like there's no one you look at and go, I don't know. But there's Jericho Appreciation Society. You look at all of them and you go, yo, you're putting on an act. Like, I don't think you know how to be a sports entertainer. Like, this shit is like, unless it's supposed to be that bad. They're really making fun of the sport, the shit, but it's almost it's like, all right, Jericho, either you're gonna do the bring it in, man, or you're not. Like, just stop towing that line. You
know what it is, man? They all, like I said with this dude from NXT, his name is I forgot the guy's name, that he looks like the generic guy they first give you to make a wrestler in 2K.
Yeah.
And in WWE games. All these guys seem like the same thing.
Yes.
For now. And I understand what you're saying, but I'm talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? From what I see from them is just bland. You know what I mean? Like, I can honestly see them. Oh, this is generic tag team I'm gonna make. These two guys are the first guys I'm gonna make. And I like Daniel Garcia, but in this group, he doesn't stand out.
Nah, he doesn't.
I think in the group that Mox and them are making, that fits his personality better, because he is one of those guys that can wrestle, chain wrestle, and do stuff like that. And he was impressive versus Bryan Danielson.
I noticed that Daniel Garcia did dress exactly like Butch.
You see what I'm saying? I am leaving it for what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'll give it a month, a solid month. Usually that's when things get rolling.
Yeah.
But for now, I am in the Wizard GSP. I'm not impressed by its performance.
No, yeah. You know what? You know what it could be also is that sports entertainment is so totally different than WWE. I mean, than a wrestler. You know, a professional wrestler, because the sports entertainment panders to the camera. You know, and you know they have this larger than life gimmick, where a lot of the wrestlers, they have a life gimmick, and then their wrestling is what draws you. You know, but
absolutely.
but the thing is, it's like you can't force it neither.
Nope.
And I saw a lot of forcing from Daniel Garcia when he was speaking. Like, he was trying to say what they wrote down for him, and it was like, nah, this ain't happening. You know?
Yeah. He wasn't comfortable in what was written and how he was gonna present it.
Yeah, and the Nasty Boys, it's like, all right. Well, first, all right, I'm gonna put it this way. First of all, when they hit someone with a bat, that should be the end of the fucking night. Because if I smacked you in the back with a bat, you shouldn't be getting up. I shouldn't have to hit you 58 times with a bat and then still beat the shit out of you. Like, let's get the grasp of hurting someone with the simplicity of it. You know? Like, Sting came down and hit somebody in the solar plex with a bat, and that was it. That guy was done for the rest of the night. He didn't hit the Disco Inferno and then pummeled fucking Hulk Hogan for a half hour with the fucking bat, while Bret Hart had him in the fucking sharpshooter, and Benoit had him in the fucking crippler crossface, and Diesel was powerbombing all four of them together. It was like, nah, yo, let's get it, you know, because when you make it so fake, it tunes you out so much. It's like, it's bad enough that we're watching you guys force yourself to be something you're not, but now you're just going, you're fast nining it. You know?
Absolutely correct. Yes.
So apparently Tony Khan is upset that MJF is talking about his contract and possibly signing with WWE in the future. On some podcasts, he didn't. He did. Did you hear about this? Yeah, I heard that he wanted to do like a bidding war. Okay, like.
Yeah, well, what it was is, I'm understanding, is that they were upset because when you do anything in the interview like that, is usually they pass it the talent to tell them, oh, look, Hawani wants me to come on the thing to the AWHR. It's like their media department. Yeah. And he didn't do that. He just went in, like, they saw it when it came out. They had no idea who was doing it.
Oh, shit.
But it wasn't a contract dispute. It was like, yo, you did it without telling, like, our media department, the people who are the middlemen who handle that. And MJF has said it clearly that he's going to pit both companies against each other to see who's going to put up the most money. That's an intelligent move. There's nothing wrong with that. I understand what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, apparently, he's getting paid what they first signed him for, and they're bringing in new people, and they get paid way more. But he's a top-tier talent right now. He's being featured that way, and he wants the money. I understand where he's coming from. It's something that Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and all of them did. You know, and for me to sit here and tell MJF, if they see him as one of the pillows of the company, for me to tell him no, I'll be like, that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? You're clearly one of the better talents they have on there. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I understand. And even Paul Heyman said it's a smart move. I understand what he's talking. I understand what he's doing.
Yeah. Get your money while the getting's good.
Absolutely. He's still young. You know what I mean? And he can secure his bag, and then he doesn't have to wrestle or do conventions till he's 79.
Yeah. But also, you have to be as good as the money they give you.
Absolutely, yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, my thing is, if we restructure his contract, and then he starts half-assing it because the money's guaranteed.
Yeah,
that's different. You know what I mean? You got to keep the level you're on, you know, or it's completely pointless.
But, you know, because all right, so we were on the Twitter Spaces on Tuesday, and I finally got a chance to speak in one of them. The Dunmarks podcast does a Twitter Space on Tuesdays. And somebody was mentioning that Cody Rhodes does the best promos, right? And he's like, oh, he does better promos than anybody in the WWE. So I mentioned to him, I said, you do know that if Cody Rhodes were to get signed by the WWE, he would be saying what they're writing. He doesn't have free range to say whatever he wants. Mm-hmm. He goes, oh, no, some guys do, like Roman Reigns. I said, oh, okay, so Roman Reigns he just woke up one morning and said, I'm going to talk about a fucking incident that never happened, where Brock busted him open and his wife thought, couldn't recognize him. And now it's personal. Roman Reigns woke up and thought about that? Roman Reigns woke up and said, you know what, fuck it, suffer and succotash. Kevin Owens, a guy that can read the dictionary, read the yellow pages and people will listen. Turn around and said, well, you know, how am I get Austin to come in here? Texas sucks. Really? You thought about that? The only person I believe has control over his character is Seth Rollins. Because he's going bashing, like he doesn't even know what to fucking do. He's just fucking dancing, thinking he's the Riddler. But a lot, like Edge, I don't see him doing this shit by himself, abominably, stupidly with these big fucking words. Cody Rhodes would have to read a script, same as everyone else.
Absolutely.
And when you handcuff like that, it's not who gives the best promos. It's who convinces the viewers that their script is real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like CM Punk's pipe bomb was good because it was one, either actually real or he delivered it and it made it feel like that shit was not scripted.
Absolutely.
And in AEW, they have a little bit more carte blanche to, this is your point, sell the story. Say what you want to say. WWE is not like that. You're going to have to read what the fuck they tell you, especially if you ain't one of the top guys.
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, that's the it's not gonna fly.
Yeah, and with MJF being as good as a promo person as he is, most of the stuff that he says comes off the cuff.
Mm-hmm.
It comes right out of, like, he doesn't think it just comes right out. And now when he has to read a script, he's gonna have to learn how to do that. Absolutely. It can take a real hit to his promos. Roman Reigns is a good promo giver now because of his cadence, and like Cap likes to mention before, he had a bad cadence, but now he actually seems like a tough guy, and he knows his direction when he talks. But there's also some shit that he says. It's like, all right, bro, I don't know where that came from. Like, I don't know. Like on Raw, he's like, I came in here to talk about I was going to beat you down and it was just going to be a regular match at WrestleMania. But then you said this and you talking about babies and belts, having sex with each other and this and that. And I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, do you want to be on Raw? Is that what it is? He's like, I got to save this for SmackDown. And what am I going to say on SmackDown? Like, that's my show. And it's I'm not feeling a lot of these people are invested in their character. Like Kenny is drawn to Pat McAfee because Pat McAfee's invested in whatever the fuck he's trying to do on this show. Yeah. And Damian Priest isn't invested. Kevin Owens is invested. As shitty as the shit he's doing, he's still invested in it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It seems like a lot of people are just on autopilot. You know what I mean? It's weird, and and these shitty ass builds, these 1 or 2 weeks build for a match. I'm like, what? Really? You guys just started a beef and now you're at WrestleMania bout? All right.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley and Omos. I'm like, wow, that was pretty quick, the WrestleMania spot. My bad.
Seth Rollins had to fight 4 people in 3 different weeks to get on WrestleMania. Still don't have a match. Yeah, but Bobby Lashley comes out and points at the sign. All right, there you go, almost.
And I remember I was telling you, I was waiting for these shitty builds. For this. You got 2 weeks. Let's see what you guys do. And you made it. Somehow you made it worse than I ever imagined. You guys doing it. Good job. Good job. Man. Primo one.
Listen, bro. I remember back in the day the subtlety of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they inadvertently did it, but they were building Baron Corbin Lone Wolf versus Braun Strowman. You remember Baron Corbin eliminated Braun Strowman in the Survivor Series match?
Mm-hmm.
He eliminated him in the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
They would never touch, but when it was in a promotional, they were the equivalent of each other pretty much. Like, they were building. If they came to a point where those two wrestled, it would have been hyped just based off a natural incarnation of them being together and the shit that happened.
Absolutely.
They no longer have that. Like,
Nope.
they don't have Omos beating up the Hurt Business and Bobby Lashley like staring them down like, why don't you pick on me, motherfucker? And then go, oh shit. Yo, Omos versus Bobby Lashley might be a good match to watch.
Yeah, there's no slow burn anymore. It's either instant, you know what I mean, or it's something we've seen 7,000 times.
Oh yeah. We obviously know that they no longer promote matches that they don't think is going to give them money.
Absolutely.
Because Logan Paul had been on Raw for like 5 weeks. And now you're just going to throw Omos and Bobby Lashley together.
That's what I'm saying.
Johnny Knoxville was in the fucking Royal Rumble and was doing mad Twitter shit with Sami Zayn. But you're just going to throw Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs in a tag team match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Ronda Rousey was she was on fucking TV, Raw and SmackDown. But you're just gonna throw Happy Corbin and Drew McIntyre together.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You built up Austin Theory just so that way he could wrestle Pat McAfee. You know, like, in all honesty, there's like, if you're not gonna give I'm not even gonna say your wrestlers. If you're not gonna give WrestleMania the decency of building up each match individually, then why are we gonna make it important?
Absolutely.
What's going on, LaFlaca?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And it's a funny thing because WrestleMania is the thing you build a whole year towards. A whole year.
It's supposed to be the culmination of everything.
Mm-hmm. But no.
No, yeah. You know, some pro goes, I honestly think it's our fault as the fans sometimes with how WWE does things. And I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
We stand for it.
Absolutely.
All right, so the number one priority for Vince McMahon and the corporate office is to make their stockholders money. That's the number one priority. If they lose the diehard wrestling fan because of the way they talk, they're going to lose a lot of money. Because you're not going to be able to get more casual viewers than diehard wrestling fans.
I agree.
You know? And the thing is with wrestling is like, wrestling is very territorial. There's not a lot of people that sit here and go, I like AEW and WWE. But there are a lot of people that go, fuck AEW, I'm only WWE, or fuck WWE, I'm only AEW, or I'm only independents. You know, like they get their tribe and they stick with them.
Absolutely.
You know? And when we stop watching wrestling after the whole Disney shit with like Doink the Clown and Mentor and, you know, when they gave the title to Shawn Michaels and they did all those gimmick shits and WCW came along and gave us something to watch and people stopped watching WWE, that's when they came up with the Attitude Era and DX and Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. That's when we got the best WWE that we ever seen besides the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Because my opinion, the 80s with, you know, Hogan and Steamboat, you know, we had some of the best wrestlers in that era.
Agreed.
and to watch wrestling, to actually watch wrestling, that's the era you sit there and you repeat. You can watch the same match over and over again, and it'll be a joy to watch. Some of the Attitude Era shit is a little iffy. You know, it's a little the Headbangers wasn't as good as we thought. You know what I'm saying? But it just sparks, like it gives you something good. And I, you know, the first year of AEW before the pandemic was that it was the WCW, and then the pandemic hit, and everybody just stopped watching as much as they did. They stopped putting, like, it was just like, we're gonna put on shows just for you people to watch, but there's not gonna be a lot of story driven shit here. We're waiting for the people to come back and yada yada yada. But you could have caught so many viewers if you would have made something, like if you would have kept that same vibe in AEW, you know, with
That's
the
true.
wrestling and the stories.
I mean, you know, you have the thing with a lot of it is that a lot of options are now available through media. You know what I mean? So when everybody has more options, like if I can just watch a match, the NWA match on YouTube, I don't have to sit through WWE segment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can
No,
literally, or I can watch some New Japan stuff from however the hell I find it.
yeah.
I would literally get more wrestling per minute than I do in WWE when I have 8 backstage promos, 7 recaps, 35 commercials, and 1 long ass segment that I don't give a rat's ass about.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Is you so focused on the entertainment part, you forget that you're a wrestling company first.
Yep. And the crazy shit is like the segments, they don't even go anymore. Like, listen, when the WWE during the Attitude Era bringing a celebrity, that celebrity knew his job.
Mm-hmm.
Like they bring in when DX made fun of the Nation of Domination, they brought in a celebrity to make fun of Owen Hart, and he did his job.
Mm-hmm.
He made fun of Owen Hart. You know, when celebrities went in there to do their thing, like Pete Rose, he got tombstoned. He sold it. This shit was like, hold up, Kane really fucked up Pete Rose. Like, you know, there was a thing of, yo, Kane OD'd right now. You're not supposed to touch the celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we got numb to that. But when Logan Paul is standing out there like a fan, like the little Timmy that wrestled with Braun Strowman for the WWE tag team titles at WrestleMania 1, when he doesn't realize that he's a part of the show for the 4th week in a row, it's like, all right, you're not meshing with the Miz. The Miz is doing his best. The Miz is doing his best. Like the Miz and Rey Mysterio are the only professionals in that ring right there. Shit, I'm sorry, Dominic. No, I'm just gonna no. He's got to for me. But Rey Mysterio and the Miz are the only professional wrestlers in that ring right there, and the Miz is trying so hard to be bad enough for both of them. You know what I'm saying? Logan Paul has natural heat on him, and he can't get heat. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then the segment of Edge and AJ Styles is like, why did Edge change? Edge came out looking for a challenge. AJ Styles accepted it, and Edge turned to the dark side. Why wouldn't AJ Styles change after Edge hurt him? Like this honestly makes no like. If AJ Styles fucked up Edge, and then Edge had to go to the dark place to fight AJ Styles, like he has to do for everything. Like I saw him one time went to the concession stands to buy popcorn, and he had to go to the dark side to get the popcorn because he couldn't ask for popcorn from a normal person.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's like, the popcorn. Yeah, because that's how Edge sounds. I know him personally. You know what I'm saying? But I don't understand why Edge changed after AJ Styles already accepted the challenge.
I'm still trying to figure out why he became the villain from Men in Black 3. I was like,
no, yeah,
well, just give everybody pounds. Now you're concertoing AJ Styles. What? Wait, what just happened here? What switch got flipped tonight?
Yeah, like Edge, are you Undertaker Black?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on here?
The first time I was like, yo, why does he have the Undertaker's light on?
Yeah,
officially that's the Undertaker's light. Nobody else can use that. Honestly,
no,
you
no.
know.
Yeah.
Like when that spotlight was Bray Wyatt's thing for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're officially that's the Taker's light.
Oh yeah, 20 years of that light being only for Taker, that's only Taker.
That's like if somebody were Pyro, I'm like, yo, where's Kane?
Yep.
Did somebody okay this with Kane?
Cash your paper with plastic, sir.
That's true.
Hey, hold on, let me talk to my dark side. Plastic.
Let me go to my dark side. That's where my wallet's at.
Yeah, fucking
what?
Yeah,
yo, I swear to God, and it's funny because bless both AJ and I don't like Edge, but bless them too because I know they're like this is what we have to work with, dude. This is what we have to work with. Like the same thing with Lashley and Omos. It's like, you want me to build interest in a match in a week? Yo, WrestleMania's next. Yo, it's just not even barely a week. It's Sunday, dude.
Yeah.
On Saturday. I think is that Saturday?
Yeah, their match is on Saturday.
So in like less than 6 days, you want me to build this?
Well, in all actuality.
By the way, we're gonna build this in a day because you won't see us on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I don't know if wait a minute, are they gonna do the SmackDown Raw thing too over there?
No,
What's
well,
record?
from I don't know, but I know that uh Andre the Giant Battle Royal is on SmackDown,
So
and the
most likely they
Intercontinental
will.
Triple Threat match is
So,
on SmackDown.
so most likely they will.
Probably, yeah, they'll
Okay.
probably do some kind of promotional shit.
Yeah,
But
but I'm saying though, it's still.
yeah, Bobby
In,
Lashley and Omos had to sell that match in 6 minutes. Two Show the Block sold the match at WrestleMania. Like realistically, let's think about it. Two Show the Block sold the match at WrestleMania. Better than Edge and AJ Styles. Like people wanted, like, oh, I can't wait to see Edge versus AJ Styles. That's because on paper AJ Styles is in it,
yeah,
not because of the build-up. Because AJ Styles is in it. You put AJ Styles against anybody on this fucking roster, I'm willing to watch it.
absolutely.
At Mcafee, fucking Johnny Knoxville. You put him up against fucking Shayna Baszler, I'm willing to watch it.
Yeah, and it's funny. I actually want to talk about the thing that Ric Flair said about AJ and Bryan Danielson, but we'll get to that later. I really want to talk about that.
Oh yeah,
it's really interesting.
Oh yeah. What? Oh yeah, you was here last week when we spoke about it. Oh, you was in the chat.
No, I don't think I was in it now.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we could definitely talk about that. Let's talk about that now before we get into the fucking.
Yeah.
I want to wait until at least Gigi comes on so we could go into the whole WrestleMania shit. But yeah, so basically, Ric Flair said that Bryan Danielson can't hold the candle to AJ Styles. It's like he's a better complete wrestler.
Yeah, and this is the thing here, and it's funny because what AJ does great, Daniel doesn't do great. What Daniel does great, AJ doesn't do great, and in a sense. So we've got two wrestlers that essentially wrestle different styles, right?
Yep.
But if they want to wrestle each other's styles, they can. It's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, Ric Flair's had way more contact with AJ than he ever had with Bryan, with Danielson. So that's completely unfair. You've never watched the Indies. You've never seen the man really work to his full capacity, have you? No. All right. You've seen AJ, literally. We've seen AJ pretty much go up in the industry, like from TNA, New Japan, ROH, all the whole stuff he did. You know what I'm saying? Now, them wrestling each other all day. Sign me up. I'm in. Don't even question it. Don't tell me anything. I just need to hear AJ and Danielson. I'm like, yo, sign me up. Great. But to compare them, especially if they go about it two different ways, you know what I mean? It's two different personalities and two different styles. That's absurd. That's like if I'd say right now, right here, that I go, Macho Man was a way better IC champ than Shawn Michaels. Two very distinctive, different styles. The only thing they had similar was the elbow drop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So it's unfair and wrong. These are two very different wrestlers. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is true. I compared them both to like Bryan Danielson would be Bret Hart and AJ Styles would be Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Bret Hart, I don't know his agility level, but they both can technically do everything the same. It's just the way they do it is different.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm saying they have two distinct, very different styles.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But to say one is better than the other, that's a matter of opinion right there, depending on what kind of wrestling you like.
Yeah, that's true. It is all subjective. Yeah. But I can see why Ric Flair would say AJ Styles is a better wrestler, because if you watch Ric Flair wrestle, a lot of people say he's a very good technical wrestler. He puts on a show most of the time. He'll attack the limit, put on a show. My man gets punched in the face and takes 3 steps and lands flat on his face. When he gets thrown in the corner, he flips over the corner and walks the apron and falls down. He puts on a show most of the time. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be drawn to people who do that extra stuff to put on the show. Mm-hmm. And AJ Styles, with the nip up Hurricane Rana, with the way he does his forearms, with the way he does anything off the top rope, he made every single one of his moves almost 100% exclusively to him. Like if you make a video game and you do a springboard elbow drop, you have to make a separate one for AJ Styles.
Agreed.
Like everyone else does the same elbow drop, AJ Styles doesn't.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And I can see why Ric Flair would be drawn to that. Like, and I'm drawn to that also. So that's why I said AJ Styles would be better, than Bryan Danielson. But Bryan Danielson also is up there as the caliber wrestler. Catch cam was people would call it, and his technicalness as a wrestler is up there also. Now, do I like the fact that this fucking guy seems to be invincible at times? No, I do not. But that's my own personal preference.
Yeah.
Some people like that shit. I don't like. I don't like when anyone takes a shot of Cena unless they're hulking up. Like there's a difference when you got that adrenaline in you and you show that there's an adrenaline in you, and that's why you're unstoppable for that brief moment. Then just I'm a brand new wrestler. My twin tagged in. You know what I'm saying? Like that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I can see that. Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's just, to have a certain style and say someone's better than the other, it's sort of like, nah, man, don't work that way, bro. You can't do that. You know what I mean? Different personalities, two different wrestlers. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And is it his opinion? Sure. Do I feel it's wrong? Fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But each Ric Flair, he's gonna say some outlandish shit, or he's gonna say shit, that he feels, and kudos to him.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's once I heard it, I was like, I'm not agreeing with that. That's not as bad as the Jim Cornette "you can't sound so intelligent" line. That was just fucking stupid and racist, and in a good way. Like, you can't sound so intelligent. I was like, wait, what?
Fuck you mean?
I'm gonna sound like an idiot?
Yeah.
You're too smart. I'm like, no, you're never too smart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
unless you're trying to portray yourself as an idiot.
That's true.
Then I get it. If you're trying to be Festus and you're speaking like Keith Lee, all right, bro, you're a little bit too smart for this role. Can't have it.
Yeah. But that's the way he's always been.
Yeah, no, yeah, for real.
Yeah, I'm saying. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting because I remember I read it and then I heard it on his podcast and I was like, I can't agree with that. I'm sorry. I can't agree with that. Not even a little bit. I'm like, I want to see your point.
Yeah.
But it's a matter of opinion, man. There's no definitive like, yes, he is better. No, I don't.
No, yeah, because even the careers, like one can argue that AJ had a better career just off of the fact that he made TNA off his back.
Yep.
And then went to New Japan and became champion, and then went to WWE and became the fastest Grand Slam champion and all that other shit. But then again, you got someone like Bryan Danielson who's in Ring of Honor, and then goes to WWE and changed the landscape.
Mm-hmm.
Because as much as I'm not a fan of Daniel Bryan's character and all that, what happened with his character in the WWE changed a lot of shit.
Yeah, it was probably one of the most organic. Like, that is one of the moments where the fans were like, "Yo, listen, no, we don't want that guy. We don't want that guy. We want this guy."
Yeah,
you seriously have to start putting this guy over. We're gonna have a problem. Yo, when you boo Rey Mysterio, that's a problem.
Yeah.
I was like, Rey never gets booed.
Nope. There's only, I believe, I'm going to say 2, maybe 3 if you count ECW One Night Stand. But there's only 2 legitimate, organic bills that the WWE took advantage of. And that was Bryan Danielson's Yes Movement and Kofi Kingston's WWE Championship run.
Yeah, Kofi Mania.
Because they could have been a Cesaro Mania. And that would have been built organically also because we was pushing for him. Mm-hmm. There should have been a Big E one.
Yep.
But that was ruined just by happenstance. They did that shit. They busted too soon on that one. But ECW One Night Stand, I think, was, could have been the third one just because after One Night Stand, people were like, yo, fuck this one night shit. We want this shit back. We want it again and again and again because that was the closest you'll ever get to the original ECW presented by WWE.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because even the second One Night Stand was a little off.
Yep.
And then when they rebranded ECW, it was like, oh, Jesus. I thought you was gonna come back. It was gonna be a primetime show, a late night show, and we was gonna have.
Once I saw that was on Sci-Fi, I was like, oh, there goes that.
Yeah, and then they promoted a zombie, and then the Big Show's there, and Kurt Angle's there, and then you got the fucking 10:30 fucking Brian Knox. What was it, Knox? I didn't kill baby. You know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't kill a baby, whatever. It wasn't my fault. Snitsky.
No,
You know,
yeah.
yeah, it was like, all right, man. I don't know who told you, but this is not supposed to be.
It was definitely one of those things where you once again you had it in your hand and then you just threw it all away.
Yeah.
You could have done it right, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It's what they do. It's like I'm telling you, they love making everything difficult for themselves.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
Like they could have had the WCW thing as a brand, like Buff said when you interview, and they that up too.
Yeah. Well, we came to the conclusion they did that shit on purpose.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was obvious.
You know
what I'm saying? It was obvious. You have two good workers like Booker and Buff. You're like, yeah, come on, guys.
And let's not play any games.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to one of the best wrestlers in the world, history-wise, Booker T's on that list.
Absolutely.
Let's not play any fucking games. Mm-hmm. There's no reason for a match with Booker T in it to not go over.
Absolutely.
None whatsoever.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. That was straight up bullshit, and I get it. You know, but well, there's nothing we can do about it now. We got AEW. Let's just hope that AEW withstands shit. I personally do not think it's gonna be Cody Rhodes that wrestles Seth Rollins, and that's just based off of I believed in Cody Rhodes when he made AEW, and I don't want to see another bitch ass motherfucker like Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? No, like in all honesty, I'm giving Will Smith shit because my man, we grew up with you in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I know that's a character, but then you as the person, we get to see you as the person. You want to be this cradle for love. You want to be this guy that inspires people to be better than who they are. You want to sit here and talk about find your happiness and all other shit. And one guy makes a comment that's not even fucking bad, and you go there and assault this man. Chris Rock. It wasn't 50 Cent. It wasn't Diddy. It wasn't anybody else. It was Chris Rock, a man that gets paid to tell jokes. And you assault him. A fucking legend in the game.
Absolutely.
Like, come on. I know we beat this dead horse plenty of times, but I'm not gonna let them. Seth Rollins. He's Seth Rollins. I'm not gonna give that up. Sorry.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
you let me down.
It was awkward in the moment, and it got even stranger afterwards.
Yeah, no, for real. And I don't know about you, Lay, but I feel like if Cody Rhodes shows up on WWE, he sold his soul. There's no integrity on this man.
I've said it before. It's like I honestly compare it to Kevin Durant going to the Warriors.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a bitch move, son.
No,
Say whatever you want. It's a bitch move, son.
On the Twitter space, the same guy that said Cody Rhodes has a better promo than most of the guys in WWE had the misconception that he thinks that Cody Rhodes is just switching teams. I was like, no. Cody Rhodes made AEW with Tony Khan and the Young Bucks. He built a company to combat with the WWE and continuously said this is real wrestling. This is the alternative to sports entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, he made fun of Triple H and every aspect of how they do, wrestling in WWE because he hated Stardust. Even though he did Stardust awesome, he hated Stardust and he did his own thing. He proved that you could be an independent wrestler and make money. You don't have to be in the WWE.
Absolutely.
And then to leave a creation of yours in any fact, like if he got bought out and they kicked him out of the company, I get it. But my man just left because money. I don't know for a fact, but that's the story they're telling us. He wasn't getting enough money or creative control. And then go to the WWE where you're not gonna get jack shit. You might get money, but after WrestleMania, you ain't getting shit. Sorry. They did it to the Hardy Boys. They did it to Keith Lee when he came up in NXT. They did it to Mickey James. They did it to Shelton Benjamin. They did it to fucking to Edge. Like Edge wasn't really doing nothing. He was wrestling Randy Orton. That ain't shit. We saw that 20 years ago. Get the fuck out of here. They did it to Batista. You know, like they're gonna use you for that moment and then try to find a spot for you later.
Yep. Absolutely correct.
But when you come back to AEW, you got a fucking legit. You got a storyline with anybody.
No, I agree. Yeah, it's Like I was talking to pro wrestling about it, and it's like whatever respect I had for you when you went into the Indies and you did what you said and you had all those great matches, right? And then you do AEW. First of all, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. I'm never going to see you as more than a mid-card guy.
Yep.
And you did that to yourself.
Yep.
If I lose, I can never transfer the title. You're an idiot, but whatever. I guess you were trying to make something interesting. For me, I always say the same example. It's like Roman. Roman can never be the IC champ again. If he's the IC champ, it'll be the weirdest looking look ever.
The only way he could be the IC champion is if they unify the titles and they needed an important title to be on SmackDown.
Absolutely correct. Like it has to be one of those Warrior Hogan things. Like I'm the IC champ, you're the now I have both titles.
Yeah. Or he has to be Shinsuke Nakamura when Shinsuke was the New Japan Pro Wrestling Intercontinental Champion.
Absolutely correct. The Roman can no longer slim it down with Umberto from Umberto. I forgot to do his last name. That he's in the triple threat match for.
Umberto
Carrillo.
Yeah.
He can't.
No,
can't
not at all.
Sorry. There's no reason for him to be facing part of Alpha Academy. So you know what I mean. I'm sorry.
You know what's funny? Because when I read that shit, I was like, I am he. Oh, he meant the I am the champion. No, but you're absolutely right. Because if he loses to somebody like a Cedric Alexander for the Intercontinental Champion and then becomes dominant as the world champion, it's like, no. You're supposed to be God level at every level.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the problem. It's the problem when you're and for Cody, it's like, yo, IC United States champion.
Yeah.
They put that main belt on you. I'm gonna go. I'm not buying this at all. You're transitional at best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you made the move. That move that you made wasn't a sidestep. You demoted yourself. You demoted yourself as a man. I understand the money situation. I get that. But all that shit you did before is literally went down the shitter the moment you did this.
Yep.
Because you just said, I am a contradictional bitch ass.
Yeah.
I'm full of shit.
Seriously. And man is only as good as his word and his balls or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Tony Montana said it the best.
Yeah.
I have two things in this world: my word and my balls, and I break them for no one.
Yep.
I'm saying. And by the way, just to let everybody know, that movie is a stupid movie to look up to because he got killed at the end.
Yeah.
If you go, I want to live my life like Tony Montana, you're a fucking idiot. I'm telling you straight up. I've heard people say this to me, and I go, he got 2 to the back, double barrel shotgun, son. It was gone.
Yeah.
Yo, he literally had the good life for like 2-3 months at best. So, no.
And just like Casino, it was the woman's fault for the downfall.
I'm saying, you know what I mean? So don't look up to Scarface. Is it a good movie? Matter of opinion. But was Al Pacino good in it? Yes. Shouldn't have paid a Cuban? No. Or Puerto Rican in Carlito's way. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say
yeah, that was funny.
Do not want to live the Tony Montana life. Because he dies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to do anything, look at the Oceans movie, look at a movie where the guy lives.
Right?
I'm saying? Those are the movies you go with, not where the guy dies at the end. Well, but he lived his life first. No. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He got killed. He didn't die of natural causes. 2 slugs to the back. It's not natural causes.
And let's not forget that he also lived the last part of his life fucking under the addiction of the cocaine he was selling.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
He was high as a goddamn kite when he died.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So, once again, 2 lessons here. Don't get high off your own supply and don't want to live like Tony.
Word.
And also, because he's paid too.
And also, if you have to work that hard to get a woman in your life, she's probably not worth it. Yo, I mean, my man Casino, he was doing so much shit to have this chick in his life.
And
he made deals with her, and it ruined everything. You know, yeah,
hey,
you know
what I'm saying? I guess to each its own.
Yeah, take the hint. She's not interested. Go get one that's interested. You know?
Yep. But just saying, it's a little movie podcast in here with you guys. But I'm just saying, I've always started looking up to Scarface is stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's just the dumbest shit ever. It's just
you know who I'm really starting to look up to now is the fucking Punisher, because there's a lot of stupid fucking companies that need to just so wake up one morning with their shit burnt down. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And I'm not naming no companies like Staples, but I'm just saying. Fucking cocksucker, bro.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Sprint needs the same thing too, but it's another time for the place.
Yeah, for real.
Sponsored by either one. That's great.
Word. Quick update. Gigi said that she's doing her mom thing, but she'll be on soon.
Cool.
But yeah, so burn word. Yo, Krills, little quick update. I bought the chair from another place for a little bit more money, but I'm getting it Monday. At least I don't have to wait another fucking 2 weeks for a chair that was supposed to be 3-day delivery. It would have been literally a month. I'm waiting for this chair or for 3-day delivery. And I can't tell you why, because I have 3 different versions of why from the same company. Like, they looked up my shit and just gave me stories. It's like, what's your order number? They put the order number in their system. Like, oh, just feed him anything. Give him some shit. Like, we just took his money. Just tell him anything. Bambi died on the road and we can't give it to you. And that's why you got to wait until November. But yeah, a little bit more money for a guaranteed chair for real. Because I'm telling you one thing, if I don't get this chair, I'm walking into the Staples and I'm taking both of their floor models and I'm walking out. Not speaking to nobody. I'm just boop, boop. You're gonna hear the bing, 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 and you're gonna see the finger, and then whoever's not breathing afterwards, that's their fault. That's their fault. I went in peace, and I left with my chairs. They were the ones that just so happened to be unconscious. Did you check it for narcolepsy? Check their neck. Maybe their neck is a little bit too thick. They got sleep apnea or some shit. I don't know. That's what I was told. I'm not a doctor, but science. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, are you hyped for Stand and Deliver? NXT Stand and Deliver?
Not really. I'm probably the ladder match for the North American title. Like, there's nothing else on that card that I'm like, oh, I gotta see.
Yeah, there's like, in all honesty, me neither. Maybe the Toxic. I was gonna call her the Toxic Avenger.
Toxic Attraction.
Yeah, the Toxic Attraction. That tag team match. But I'm also, like, it's very rare that you get a bad NXT card.
True.
I don't know why Gunther is wrestling LA Knight. I'm not a really big fan of LA Knight, but apparently that's happening. And why is Tommaso Ciampa versus Tony D'Angelo?
Tony D'Angelo attacked him?
Oh, he called him a bitch. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. Shinsuke and Rick Boots must have called the Usos a bitch because they're getting the title shot.
I mean, that's all it takes in wrestling.
Yeah.
Or you ask for a title shot.
Right? Because, you don't have Shinsuke defend his Intercontinental title for about 2 years. And now, all of a sudden, when he's able to wrestle, you take the title away from him and then you give him a tag team title shot. It's like, what? Why didn't you take it away from when he couldn't wrestle? I don't know. Sami Zayn was there. Ricochet was also there. 2 people that were holding the title after Shinsuke lost were in the company the whole time. Not doing nothing. They were chilling. But nah. You needed a man that couldn't compete to hold the title that you wasn't using. And now you have 2 other men holding the title that you're not using, but the man that couldn't compete now is doing something. Makes perfect sense. when he's not gonna wrestle, give him the title. When he is gonna wrestle, take it away from him. You don't need it. Yeah, I'm sorry. No matter how long I look at that title, that's an ugly fucking championship belt.
Which one?
The Intercontinental title.
Oh, the new one, yeah.
Yeah, in my opinion, that new Intercontinental title is an ugly fucking championship. What's going on, Gigi?
I agree. I don't know who idea it was to change it, but they're an idiot.
Yeah, no, it's a real fucking idiot.
I don't know if my stream is working properly or not.
Yeah, you're a little
my
fuzzy,
shit
but we hear
glitchy?
you.
Am I bugging? Are we good?
No, yeah.
I'm fuzzy. That's great.
A little bit. Your network is a little weak. It's in the yellow, but you know, it's not like, yeah.
Oh, I see why. I think
it just got into the green. Now it's in the yellow.
did.
But yeah, that Intercontinental title is fucking ugly as shit, and I wouldn't want to be an Intercontinental champion holding that.
Nope.
That actually looks like a created title, and you know how sometimes the created title looks so bad that it's like, yo, I wouldn't want to be that champion. Like, yeah, that whoever's making their storylines is making their titles.
Absolutely,
it's apparent. The United States Championship is okay because it actually, you see loud and clear that says United States Champion, so you know what that belt represents. This looks like, when you put the penny in the machine at the zoo and it bends it,
presses it, yeah,
into like the oval, and you get the duck out there or some shit.
Yep.
That's what it looks like.
Yep. I remember when I was like, I remember when I first saw it, I was like, where does it say Intercontinental title? It doesn't say it anywhere. Like, there it is.
There you go. Now you're better. No, yeah.
Am I good?
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yes.
Like, I don't see anywhere where it says IC champ there.
All right, cool. Just making sure.
Word.
I'm sorry. All I heard was IC champion, and I'm still wondering why we're not really defending it on WrestleMania. Is that are we defending this title? Are we not?
No. SmackDown.
It's on SmackDown.
Yeah, it's on SmackDown. Triple threat match with a tag team.
That don't count.
That don't count. I know that, but that's
card. That's not on the card. If it's not on the WrestleMania, my man's couldn't even get on the pre-show, on the kickoff show.
Andre the Giant, Royal Rumble didn't get on the pre-show neither.
No, Friday as well.
Yeah, but you know what match did make it to the main card on Mania? Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. That fucking made it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We needed that match. We needed that.
I peeped that. And when they did that, I was like, this is fucking disgusting. Why? And I know why. Because we're going to push Drew McIntyre after we have this whole nonsense with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
We know it. It's the inevitable. There's just a lot of, I don't even know what you guys discussed. I've just been in full mom mode. I'm about to almost crash. But
we haven't spoke about any of the matches on WrestleMania yet. We spoke about AEW last night. We spoke about Cody Rhodes, being a bitch for joining WWE if he did. And then you came in on us saying that the Intercontinental title is ugly as shit.
So now we have another report out there. All right. Beautiful sound.
Oh, yeah. Do you get a new bottle every week?
Don't question my lifestyle.
No. You know what? Hey, listen, I'm not questioning that.
Because I only have a few drinks, and to answer your question, yes, I only have a few drinks here. But then this bottle lasts me
7 days. You know what?
I didn't say all that now. I didn't say all that. Pause. All right. It's like a work week. I think I got 5 days for this. And I'm not drinking it by myself. So I'm not an alcoholic, y'all. Hey, and if I do, my AA meetings are with my friends at the bar.
Nah, I hear you. The official noise of the Wrestling with Knuckleheads podcast.
Now we're here. Yep. There's this rumor that it's the most dumbest shit I heard, and I know Lay just loves talking about Cody. That how he might back out at WrestleMania because he doesn't want to wrestle Seth Rollins. Yeah, there's bullshit ass talk, and you know, a lot of other people pulling the sources. Obviously, is from Dave Meltzer, who we all know it's a piece of shit. Sometimes he's reliable on his sources, and sometimes he's just full of shit when it's like it's hit or miss.
Yeah.
But how Cody might back out at WrestleMania because it's because of him, because he doesn't want to possibly go against Rollins. Hence why people are talking and saying that, oh, Shane McMahon got called to come and join WrestleMania. Pro just wrote, I think he's just filming some drama for the roads to the top. Maybe, but if that's the case in scenario, you should have had your schedule figured out, because it's WrestleMania. Who would not want to come out during WrestleMania? If you don't come out during WrestleMania or the weekend of WrestleMania or post WrestleMania, then what are you doing with yourself? How are you really setting off your career? Finally, we're getting Veer to finally come to work. And there's talk about Veer having a total character change compared to what he. Well, yeah. He's gonna come in as a different character because
Evolution.
Because he was with Don't Hinder the Gender,
yeah,
right? He was with him, and he was, he was a sort of a monster type muscle, for that particular faction. Now, with that being said, we're noticing his vignettes of him, just being whatever. But then you go on his Instagram and Twitter, and he's like dressed out in button tees and the nice slacks. He's looking like pretty much a rich Jinder. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of style. So there's talks about him getting a character change already, and not him coming back the way he left. Now, I don't know how true that is. I mean, WWE likes to play with our emotions, but that's more or less the rumor that's going around. As for Cody, if Cody does not show up, you have Shane McMahon. You have Veer. You can bring Ali, even though Ali would not fight for WWE. He's just not with it. There's so many different ways you can go with this, but in my opinion, if you don't do it at WrestleMania, then you're just wasting your fucking time.
Yeah. Like the Raw after WrestleMania is big, but it's not that big.
I mean, Cody's a fucking shit show and a half, son. Cody's 100% a shit show, son.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a controversy creates cash, and then there's just fucking stupid. This dude right now is all kinds of fucking stupid. Cody's with a person right now that I'd love to meet and go, yo, you're a fucking idiot. What the fuck are you doing, son? Say whatever you want about me, and yeah, you're making all this money. I get it, bro, but what the? First of all, do you have no self-respect or pride? And are you ready? Can you still fit into that the Stardust outfit? Because you wear it eventually.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Well, they might not put him in the Stardust outfit, but he's definitely gonna have the wrestling turtlenecks. Because that neck tattoo is fucking stupid.
Oh my god.
Is it stupid as the Intercontinental title?
I remember I saw that.
Yo,
shit.
they just
put that your shoulder anywhere else, brother.
You know what's sad? That's just he was dumb for that shit. My whole thing with the IC title is that here's an IC title, and Ricochet, God bless his soul, he's trying to do as much as he can that they will allow him to do. Can someone explain to me why all of a sudden we have tag teams going after one individual for one title instead of going for, I don't know, guys that have two titles? That's think there's a tag team champs. I don't know. It's there. Maybe it's not. But you have a legit tag team going after the IC. But what are they gonna do when one wins it? Are they gonna do the late cool? Oh, we're gonna break this in half. We're gonna be besties. We're gonna break it in half, and we're gonna be Intercontinental champions. Yeah,
that's
baby.
how I would do it. That's how I would do it.
You know what? It would be more entertaining than just watching a tag team. Pretty much, it's a numbers game against Ricochet. Ricochet ain't got no fucking friends at this point. All right, nobody out here saving his ass. Nobody. They're wasting Ricochet as a talent here. They're giving him an opportunity. I don't know who's fucking it up. Because Ricochet can go in the ring, but his promos, they do need help. I feel like his promos could be better. I think he was great at promos once upon a time in NXT. But when you have someone who doesn't get that TV time, it's like ring rust, but it's on the mic.
Yeah, absolutely.
And poor Ricochet just gets his chance and opportunity, and is probably gonna end up losing it to one of the guys in a tag team because he's not. There's no prestige to that belt. He's not adding to that belt. He's just holding the belt. If anything, he's making that belt look bad. How you gonna lose? How you gonna lose? You're supposed to be the IC. Yeah. How are we really gonna and clean at that? I thought, in all honesty, I really thought that Pat McAfee was gonna come out, distract them again, I got you, and then just be on his way and shit like that. No, he won clean.
Yep.
That's wild.
In like 13 seconds too, because that match was not long at all.
Not at all.
And you know what's crazy?
Sad.
When we're watching it, I'm watching it with Kenny, and I'm like, you know what? Not for nothing. On paper, this is a good match. I can see this being a good match for Raw. And then I blink, he lost. Wait, what happened? The devastating roll up or some shit. And I'm like, yo, really? You're gonna have him, the champion, lose Austin Theory? Like, I understand that, main event, that IC title means some shit. But on Raw, it doesn't. But still, it's like, come on, man. That's like if Muhammad Ali lost to fucking the trainer for fucking Riddick Bowe or some shit, Like, come on, man. It's not. It's stupid. For lack of a better word, it's fucking stupid.
I would love to see a feud between Apollo Crews and Ricochet.
Yes.
Where is Apollo Crews?
Getting his ass kicked by Omos on Raw.
No, we stopped that. Apollo?
Yeah, they stopped it last week. It was Omos. I mean, it was General Jesus, and Apollo in a handicap match with Omos. And that was it. Yeah, that was the last thing they did with him.
Because I know that we're going to have Bobby Lashley. That's another one, too. We're not representing the IC title, but we're going to have Bobby Lashley versus Omos.
Yeah.
I ain't going to front. When that face-to-face confrontation happened, I was a little excited.
Yeah.
I was a little excited. I enjoyed it. I'm like, all right, cool. Because Bobby can sell the shit out of it. And, for Bobby to do everything he can to put the man down, he actually did. I was like, okay, all right, believable. He can't put everybody down. He might not be able to put the hurt lock on this nigga.
Yeah, Almost is huge.
Even if he gets him down to his knees in that, he's going to be able to overpower that. I think Omos is going to end up getting his WrestleMania win over Bobby Lashley. Just seem to forget about Bobby Lashley anyway.
No, yeah. It's fucking. I thought Bobby Lashley was still hurt. Didn't he just have shoulder surgery?
I believe so.
Because he got hurt at the Rumble, but they didn't do anything until after Blood in the Sand.
Verdad. He got hurt during the Saudi show, and that was a work.
But I thought they did that because he got hurt by Lesnar. They hurt his shoulder
from like the week before or something like that, right?
From Royal Rumble.
Another show?
Yeah, one of the Germans hurt Bobby, and they protected him in Blood in the Sand by doing that stupid shit. And then he had a surgeries or some shit. It's like I had 2 shoulder surgeries. You don't come back within 2 weeks.
But I mean,
and like only Bianca Belair
that nigga's a beast.
This is true, but it's like there's no amount of magic that you could do that would heal something in a week.
No, because if you think about it, it's coming up towards April and stuff like that. I mean, we saw him at the end of March, and that happened when? In the beginning of when? November? Was that November?
That was February. Blood in the Sand was right after Royal Rumble. Yeah, Hell in a Cell. I mean, not Hell in a Cell, Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot when.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, it might have been like minor surgery. Might have not been a major surgery where he had to be out for months. Something is just, a tune-up.
They cleared out the dead skin cells.
They changed the oil. They changed the oil. And said, all right, nigga, this baby oil on your chest don't work anymore, Papi. We're gonna use coconut oil now. All right? Yeah. We're changing the oil.
But yeah.
There's a lot.
3 minutes.
There's a lot that's going on. There's a lot that's going on in WWE overall as the card is going. And there's a lot that's not going on.
No, yeah, seriously.
Finn Balor, title match, not happening.
He's in the Andre Battle Royal.
He's in the Andre nonsense.
Yeah.
At this point, it's Andre nonsense. All you're doing is getting bragging rights to being a winner for Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that's it. It doesn't do nothing for you. You get this big ass trophy for no reason.
And you walk around with it. You don't even walk around with it. It stands in a corner and it's like, it's yours. Yes, it's mine. Look at my name on there. We all know it's gonna happen. We all see it. It's just, I'm still not excited about this card. There's a lot that I'm excited for and a lot that I'm not excited for. This is like one of the things I'm not excited for.
No, I feel you.
The bad outweighs the good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Easily.
Yeah. All right, let's run down night 1. So I'm gonna tell you all the matches for night 1, and then because apparently there's no definitive main event yet, from what I'm hearing. So we'll pick a main event. Yeah. Because they're saying that Kevin Owens and Stone Cold might be the main event for night 1.
No.
So we could pick a main event for night 1. And then we'll do our predictions and give our own booking for the matches if we will. So we have Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey night 1, Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair night 1, the Usos and Shinsuke Nakamura, the Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs for night 1, Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio versus the Miz and Logan Paul, Edge versus AJ Styles, Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin, Kevin Owens interviewing Stone Cold Steve Austin, Seth Rollins versus To Be Determined, and The New Day versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland.
I believe that one of the women's title matches, whether it's Becky and Bianca or Charlotte and Ronda, it should be the last and final match for night 1 to give the women's title a shine. Does Charlotte need it? No. Does Ronda need it? No. In all honesty, it should be Becky and Bianca. And just because it sounds like both of the men's championship. It's Brock and never mind. I just made myself sound really stupid right now. I just remembered. Champion versus champion. Right, we're doing that dumb shit.
It's a unification match. They're unifying the titles.
You seen what it could look like?
No, I haven't seen any. They already have mock-ups?
Yeah, well, I seen someone post it. I'll see if I can send it to you guys, but it looks like pretty much the new WWE logo that they pretty much have, the clean, WWE, and that's all it is. It's not this extra shit around it like how the title looks like now. It's not like it's a W, but it's a cleaner looking W, which is basically their new logo for now. I think I'm gonna find the page where I saw something like that, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I thought it was like somebody put it out because they saw like a replica of it. But yeah, I'll see if I can send that to you. I think I saved it. Fuck. Fucking night one. Let's break down the first match that you mentioned. What do we have?
The first match I mentioned was Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey. Yeah, I'm not excited for that match either. Yo, one dude in that Twitter space, I was the bearer of bad news for this fucking kid. It was the same kid. He's like, I think Ronda Rousey should main event, the night one because Ronda Rousey may not be able to cut promos, but this is about fighting and wrestling and all that other shit. So I interrupt him. I go, yo, bro, I don't know if you know this, but Ronda Rousey can't fucking wrestle neither. And Kenny was in the background going, facts. He was like my cheerleader and shit at that moment. But I don't want this to main event. I'm not hyped for I'm not hyped for this match at all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah.
If anything, in all honesty, it should have been Ronda and Becky. In all honesty.
It would have made more sense.
It would have made more sense because there's just so much heat. And we wrote it better. She could have easily said, you really didn't win. The man didn't get the job done. Go back to the videotape. My shoulder wasn't pinned down. You stupid bitch.
Yep. Because Ronda likes to say that.
Yeah. There would have been so much. It would have been such a better story had it been written like that. But no, we want to get box office names with a box office name. And granted, Charlotte Flair is not a box. It's Charlotte Flair. Her name alone beats and overshadows Becky Lynch's any day of the day.
Yeah.
Any day of the year.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's just trying to get drawing power. But in all actuality, I think Charlotte should beat Ronda because Charlotte beat Asuka. Yep. And I'm not gonna let that shit slide. No one should beat Charlotte. Not only did she.
No, and it's not that she beat Asuka. It's the fact that she ended Asuka's streak.
Yeah, for no reason.
That's the main thing. She blamed Flair for this mess because she cried to Vince and asked him to bring back Ronda because she knew she wasn't getting a high card match. Jesus.
Wow. Well, Toni Storm knew what she was doing when she left. I'm just gonna say that shit right now. Yeah, but yo,
yes,
Asuka, 2 years in NXT undefeated, relinquishes the NXT Women's Championship, wins the first ever Royal Rumble, goes to a main event at WrestleMania, and loses to Charlotte.
She not only wins the first Royal Rumble, but then on top of that, what people don't remember is the fact that at that same night, that was the night that Ronda Rousey decided to make her hey, I'm in WWE. So it really felt like Asuka's win meant jack shit.
Yep.
To WWE.
Yep.
Because she shouldn't have basically came out. If she did come out, then she should have been in the Rumble.
Absolutely.
And throwing people over the rope, but instead She just came in after Asuka basically got her win and was basically receiving her flowers from both of the women's champion at the time.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what? I know who this bitch is. I look forward to it. And then even when Ronda Rousey basically extended her hand, Asuka looked at her and she was like, get your fucking hand out my... No. Now that is a match I want to see. A legit strong style match between Asuka and Ronda Rousey.
Yeah. It would have been more believable if Ronda never left. But yeah, that's something because Asuka can work with anybody except for Charlotte. I'm sorry. The match with Charlotte was horrible, and that wasn't Asuka's fault. You already know how I feel about it. This is what I found when I try to look up the design for the World Undisputed shit. This bullshit right here, I don't get it. I don't like it. And then they have this gold shit, which is like, do something new, do something different. WWE title in the gold, like fuck you. But yeah, apparently this is the new design because it was on a truck. They put a blue check now instead of a red check. I don't.
That's more or less, I think, the one that was I saw HeDD saved. I think I saved it. Did I save it? I don't know shit that I be saving anymore on this fucking. WWE has removed marijuana from the wellness policy. Holla.
Rob Van Dam really could have used that.
Yo, you kidding me? My boys right now probably going over there like, hey, Riddle. Hey, dude.
That's probably why they removed it, because of Riddle and Orton. Motherfuckers. All right, so all right, let's book this match. Let's give this match a story. Who's winning? How they winning? And is something gonna happen on SmackDown when they happen? What do you think, Lay? What you thinking, Lay?
I think Rousey wins this, unfortunately. Otherwise, all this is pointless. And I see on probably SmackDown, she's gonna get close to armbarring her. She says, I'm gonna armbar you because it didn't happen before, even though she's done it before. She's put an armbar and she's tapped, but whatever. She puts an armbar, she slips out, and then she points to the side again on some. Yeah. Like a fucking moron, like she does on some. Like their armbar. Like I'm gonna armbar you there. Yeah, like an idiot. That's gonna happen on SmackDown.
She's gonna use Charlotte's arm to point to the fucking side.
You know what I'm saying? And if Ronda doesn't win,
shit.
The whole build to this garbage was pointless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because honestly, that's what you're leading to. You're leading to Ronda Rousey being your women's champion on SmackDown for some godforsaken dumbass reason. So it has to be that way.
Because apparently Charlotte Flair. Blame Flair. That's what Kenny said.
Yeah,
we're going to blame Flair.
I blame Flair for a lot of stuff.
Blame Canada and blame Flair.
I think the only thing that Flair honestly did that was good was to help her man get his ticket out of WWE. That's the only good. Because if he really wasn't happy and they weren't going to release him, she stood for her man, like you should. And was like, I'll fucking sit out on WrestleMania. I don't give a fuck. Release him. He wants to be released. Release him. That was the only good thing that she did. And he's doing great things. I have to go with Lay on this one. Unfortunately, it's going to be Ronda Rousey. I think Charlotte wants, I think she wants a timeout. I think she wants to be like, okay, I want to go on vacation. Here's your title. Nope, you can have it. You can do the interviews for X amount of months before we get somebody to beat you for it. And it'll probably be Flair.
Yeah, just to be the asshole, I think Charlotte Flair should win this because no one beats Flair at pay-per-views, and
Premium live events.
yeah, premium live
Premium
events.
live events.
Yeah, that's true. My bad. And then on SmackDown, she gets challenged by Shayna Baszler because you beat my friend, and some shit like that. I don't know. That's I'm trying to get in the mind of the storyteller on SmackDown.
Yeah,
But
but that's the thing. You would have to have Ronda win then if you're trying to get into the minds of the writers. That's why we brought her back, not for her to lose, for her to win.
Well, is she gonna be there longer?
Riot.
Is she gonna be there longer than WrestleMania?
Listen, Brock Lesnar comes and goes whatever the fuck he please.
But Brock Lesnar
and
can
he gets
wrestle.
The title.
Brock Lesnar could wrestle.
Is that ever
Brock Lesnar.
Difference
No, it hasn't. But more people want to see Brock Lesnar than they do want to see Ronda Rousey. Look at the hookah bear. You ever see the hookah bear? You ever see the hookah bear go blame Lesnar?
True.
No, he always says blame Hogan.
Right? Shit. They love Lesnar.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. Brock Lesnar can put on a wrestling match with anyone on the roster. Anyone on the roster. Ronda can't. But all right. So there you go. That match is gonna suck. It's definitive now. We just put it down. Now the next match that's on this list is the Raw Women's Championship, and that's Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair. Now, go ahead, Gigi.
I think now with the turn of events, we finally kicked it up a notch. I thought Bianca was gonna stab somebody with those fucking scissors. The way she was cutting Becky's hair.
I was hoping she did.
Yeah.
And at this point, why are we not making this a hair for hair match?
I thought so. I said it on the Raw Watch Along. I was like, this has to be a hair for hair match. It has to be.
Yeah.
It might be an added stipulation at the last minute. Who knows?
Yeah.
It'll probably be tomorrow.
But all right, so here's my thing. Who you picking to win this, Gigi?
Bianca. I'm not. I love Becky. I'm a huge Becky fan. But I think this is the redemption story for Bianca Belair. She lost it like that at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Becky might even fucking try to do the same thing. But we've been there, done that. Let me get a handshake. Oh no, I think we're past that point. Yeah. So this is definitely a revenge/grudge match that's been building up since SummerSlam. So I believe she lost the title. Boom. I think Becky is gonna end up dropping the title to Bianca Belair. And she might even Bianca might even cut Becky's hair. Becky ain't gonna be the one with the good hair anymore.
Yeah. Who you got, Lay?
Yeah, I got Bianca too. I really want Becky and Seth to go away for a while. Just go the fuck away. You're both irritating with your drift shop.
Yeah.
Keep going on.
You know,
ridiculous gear. Just go away for a while, man. Give us like 4 months without you guys.
Go on paternity leave a little bit more. Then you guys have extra time. Y'all have extra weeks saved up. Use those extra weeks and spend another 2 or 3 weeks with your kid.
Yeah, go be a parent.
Yeah, go be a parent.
Act like you love your kids.
Word, just a little bit. Word. Yeah. But all right, so I got a little bit of a story in my head. Now imagine Bianca Belair, I want her to win also. But then on Monday, when Becky does her bullshit promo against Bianca gets jumped by Bayley. And Bayley cuts Bianca's hair.
Hey, I am with that. I don't want Bianca's hair to get cut, but I'm tired of seeing her twirl her hair around too. Although that is part of the gimmick, I can see that.
Because besides Sasha Banks for that little bit of Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, Bayley has been Bianca Belair's biggest adversary.
Yep.
You know, so
And
I
and that feud was cut short due to injury.
Yep. Yeah, it was because they were supposed to have a last woman standing match.
Yep.
Now, you get mad heat real quick. You cut Bianca Belair's hair. They already teased it. They already teased it on Monday. Bayley cuts Bianca's hair. We could go right back into that last woman standing match because Bianca's gonna kill Bayley. You know what I'm saying? You don't touch her hair. You know.
Yep.
But that's my little fantasy for the Royal Women's Champion. At least
I'll take it. It's so funny. I just bought a Bianca Belair Elite figure. I decided to go to Forbidden Planet. I have to eventually go get it so I can put it up on the wall. But now I have to I'm really trying to figure out my organization of what's going on, because now I will have 3 women superstars, and obviously the rest are guys. But because the one that I have is Bianca Belair winning WrestleMania, that shit looks beautiful.
Oh yeah.
I might put her at the top row up here. Change Zelina, because she ain't got a title. I'm gonna leave China out there because she has the women's title right there.
Yeah.
And then just,
and that's Paige with the NXT championship?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, then.
Have my champions at the top.
Yep.
And I don't have to move Eddie Guerrero, so I'm okay with that.
Right.
Listen, Eddie's right underneath China. Trust me. And underneath China, underneath Eddie, we got Ortiz. So I'm keeping all Latinos, except for Rhea Ripley. She's a foreign, but she's
but she's into Latinos. You could tell.
Yeah. The way she be folding Zelina, shit.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Word. That's 2 weeks in a row she did that to Zelina. I'm like, hey, I ain't mad at you. Keep doing that storyline. I'd rather that shit than the fucking Austin Theory shit. All right, so the next match, we got the Usos versus Shinsuke and Rick Boogs. I honestly don't know the motivation for this match. I don't know why they're wrestling each other, but who you guys got here? I'm
just proud that the Usos have a match at WrestleMania, and it's not on the kickoff show
that we know.
It's God damn, man.
My bad.
Come on. I don't know. You want to know why we wouldn't know that? And I'm going to tell you. Because Usos is just great to just watch overall.
Yeah.
And you can put them in a match with literally any tag team, and they'll sell the shit out of it. They'll make you look good, but they'll make themselves look even better. But then it's a WrestleMania moment in Dallas, Texas, where you're going to have millions of fans going, my name is Rick Boogs, and then everybody's gonna do the Kinsei Nakamura type shit. All right, and then just having that whole stadium literally sing his entrance. You have to think about it as an entertainment portion that is going to make it onto the main card. Main card, yeah, just the card itself.
Yeah. His entrance made it on SummerSlam, so I get that makes sense.
And they might even use Rick Boogs. They just, but that's a whole entrance. That's his whole intro coming in. They might just, before they had just live bands, orchestra, everything. They're always gonna have something musical wise, live music for somebody's entrance.
Yep.
Yeah, and Triple H ain't gonna be there to do it, so.
We couldn't get the whole Terminator entrance again. Oh man!
Unless Austin Theory is gonna be the new T1000,
No,
they're giving him everything else.
He is Tyler Breeze 2.0. We already discussed this. He's not true. Prince Pretty. Oh man.
What up, Bryce?
That's wild. That's wild. You know who I really can't wait to see on the card? The tag match. I'm gonna go with the Usos. I don't see them giving the belts to Rick Boogs and Shinsuke.
Yeah, I would go with the Usos also. Just because, in my opinion,
the Bloodline, we're running strong. WrestleMania, we're gonna be running strong.
In my opinion, the Usos are the best tag team WWE got.
Yeah,
you know, and arguably the best tag team in wrestling. But that goes, that's all opinionated there. But the Usos are the best tag team WWE got right now.
Yeah, agree.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I really can't wait to watch Will Smith versus Chris Rock. I heard that it was going to be a slobber knocker. Hell in a Cell type of style too. It's amazing.
Oh yeah. That match would have had more built up than any other match in the WrestleMania.
Facts. What? Right. Not only the biggest fucking but in the shortest time at that.
Yep.
Yep. Now. Card. Now. Write it in. Call them. Money.
That's it.
Fuck your pride. Your pride is gone after you slap that nigga.
For real. Make it right.
And then accepted an award 10 minutes later. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Man. I digress.
Word.
Oh, it's gonna be a bloody one.
Yeah, and then
contacts and all.
It's crazy because I'm going down this list of matches and the energy level is just dropping, and it's like I don't have a match to build it back up. Because the next match is the Mysterios versus the Miz and Logan Paul.
Pass.
Yeah, like who? In all honesty, like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. We're not gonna do the rest of this card. We're gonna do the matches we give a shit about. Fuck that match. We don't care. We don't care. Sorry.
We don't. We really don't.
Yeah. Ray. I want Ray to win. And it's a fatal 4-way now. Ray wins. Fuck it. He's the champion. The one match that we have to care about, Edge versus AJ Styles. Even though the build-up is stupid as shit. AJ Styles is in it. Edge is a Hall of Famer. These are two legitimate guys that are going at it. The build-up could be stupid as fuck. But the match has no choice but to be good. And if it's not, I'm saying it now, it's Edge's fault. But go ahead.
No, it's true. Because AJ is the phenomenal one, and where he makes everybody look phenomenal. Yep. AJ can't have a bad match. He's another one that can't have a bad match. He can have some botches here and there because everybody's human. Yeah. But it compared to what we normally would see as come on, like we see like, oh, this again, this botch again, this botch. It's rare. His promos are great. He's good on the mic. I just promos. I don't understand this whole Tony Soprano type of feel. This is the Brood, but in the office. That's what the Brood would look like if they went to corporate. All right. Yeah.
If they're doing a private reading for their show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So we got that going on, and it's okay because AJ has fought in the graveyard and has survived after a battle with the Undertaker. So we know that he can handle the Brood, the office.
Edgekai Black.
Word. Edge. Did Edge win last year? He did win last year, right? At WrestleMania?
No, he got stacked, packed, and dragged. That was when he was wrestling Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan. He was in the triple threat match.
That's right. I'm thinking about 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, when he wrestled Randy Orton.
He's not gonna win this one either. He's not gonna win this one. AJ should. AJ needs this. AJ needs this more than Edge. AJ's he's been stuck with Omos for quite some time.
They literally kicked him in the balls at
again.
WrestleMania. Yeah.
Yeah, literally again. R.I.P. to his nutsack.
Yo, for
all
real.
Right, if he has any left, I know he got cojones, but it's just I don't think he's gonna have any more kids. Just put it out there, and if he does, shit, them balls is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Hey.
Talk about having grapefruits.
Oh shit!
No wonder Vince likes him.
Oh shit! Wow.
No, but yeah.
I want AJ to win, and then after AJ wins, I eventually want to see AJ get a haircut.
Him and Bianca go to the same barber?
Maybe somebody. I just feel like it's time to cut this long hair. I think I need a different, it's shorter haircut. If he still wants to keep it kind of long, that's fine. But it's just, to me, I think I'm over his general look with the hair.
I can see that.
But yeah, no, AJ. I know Lay's gonna say AJ because he fucking can't stand Edge, so we know this.
Yeah.
So AJ all around.
I want AJ, and then on Monday I want Champa to attack AJ.
Ooh. Champa versus AJ. There you go. Now that's a match.
And then you can actually let AJ lose. That way he can build up Champa.
Yeah. Yep. Not like what he did with fucking Priest.
Damn.
I'm staring a soul into whoever fucking made that decision. Fucking cocksucker bitch. Yo, I'm picking AJ Styles too. But here's the thing. This is my pitch for the match. Edge comes out, Undertaker Edge, whatever the fuck he wants to be. I don't give a shit. And then AJ Styles comes out. And then I'll come out with AJ Styles. AJ Styles rolls up Edge, beats him. And then after that match, me and AJ Styles go beat up John Cena. That's all we gotta do.
Hey, yo.
That's it. We go beat up John Cena.
Because we know AJ loves beating up John Cena.
That's right. He's the champ that runs the camp.
He loves beating up John Cena.
That's right. And that one was for Papa Bear in the chat. Just so I know you're listening, motherfucker. Yeah, no, but yeah. AJ Styles had Shane McMahon, got kicked in the nuts by Nakamura, which that really like fucked that matchup. And like that was a dream match for WrestleMania. That could have been Steamboat fucking Macho Man. And you ended it with a fucking kick in the nuts. And then he has almost with the fucking New Day to win the tag team titles. He doesn't really do nothing. Like, give him his moment. Edge was main eventing with Undertaker. Edge was undefeated at WrestleMania until he lost to Undertaker. He won the fucking Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. Like, eat a dick. Let my man AJ Styles have a fucking moment. Don't be Sasha Banks. I think Sasha Banks' thing is gonna be she can't win a WrestleMania, but don't. AJ Styles is he's a Hall of Famer now. He's a living Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? If there's anybody that deserves a Hall of Fame ring while they're still in the prime of their career, it would be AJ Styles. AJ Styles and Rey Mysterio. They accomplished a lot. But yeah, that's just me. And then we could beat up John Cena. So then, all right. So the next match is going to be arguably what should have been the main event of WrestleMania. Both nights. Like this is how anticipated this match is. And I'm talking about Happy Corbin versus Drew McIntyre.
Wow.
Because you need this match on the card. I'm not gonna let this shit go. like Will Smith smack me, but don't smack Ricochet and Finn Balor in the face like that. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Happy Corbin needed to be on WrestleMania.
Champs. Your actual champs.
Happy Corbin and Austin Theory did not need to be at WrestleMania. Not the way that their characters are now. But your champions.
Well, Austin Theory makes sense, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's all for publicity. Because Vince McMahon was like, you know what, I've seen you NXT. Maybe he did it. Maybe he did. All right. I like you. I'm going to put you in. It's all for publicity. So Pat McAfee can have a WrestleMania moment. And because Vince McMahon lately has been showing face a lot more on our TVs. Maybe not with the live crowd, but definitely with backstage segments lately. It only makes sense where fucking Austin Theory, which is fucking like Vince McMahon's prototype. Like, oh, let me see if all the words and everything that I said to Austin Theory actually works. Let me put him against with this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the only person because it's the only connection you'll have. And it's mainly because of the fucking podcast. Again, all for publicity. That's all. That one was just all. There's always like a few publicity matches out there. Besides, and if you think of it, Pat McAfee is like the celebrity wrestler, but the one that's underneath contract with WWE because he had a career outside of WWE. So that's his fan base attached to the WWE. It's just all stupid shit. And can we get rid of the fucking sword?
Yeah.
Can we get rid of the fucking sword? I'm over it.
Or chop someone in half. At least when Kai and Tai had the little katana, or I don't know what the small blade is for the samurai, but they choppy Val Venus's pee-pee.
Yeah.
You know, they at least did something with it.
Yeah.
You know, I still remember that shit. My man's hanging in the shower, choppy, and that shit went black.
Straight ass on the whole entire camera is white ass.
Yep.
Like, yo, we're holding his arms and leg, whatever. Who's holding his dick?
Because I know he's not a wreck right now. Because if he is,
facts. Then there's no way that man. If anything, he shriveled because he thought, you know what? If I think it's cold outside, it will just get smaller. I don't care how hot I am right now. It's cold. It's cold. It's cold.
Word.
Who's holding it?
Yeah.
Who is holding this man's penis? Because there was only one bitch in the room, and everybody else in the room had a penis.
And had the intention of chopping your shit off. So it wasn't even like...
It was a penis and a thumb. A penis and a thumb. And then lights out. The thumb is gone. For sure. The penis lives. Now Venus with the penis lives to see another day. And... I'm done.
Fucking sword.
Get rid of the fucking sword. We don't need the fucking sword.
Yeah.
We get it. You're Scottish. You might have a huge dick because of your sword. Or though it, you know what they say when people carry big things. It's just overcompensating for other things. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Who knows? The sword is mighty. Unless it's choppy your pee-pee.
That's true. That is no longer there.
What are we talking about? WrestleMania.
It's crazy when a bunch of Asians chopping off a white man's dick is more interesting than the WrestleMania card.
Classic moments right there.
Yeah, there goes your attitude era. All right, the Kevin Owens show with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I know this is supposed to be the KO show, but I foresee Austin coming down, stomping a mud hole in Kevin Owens' ass, and then drinking his beer.
I mean, it should be that way.
It should be.
Yeah.
But you know Stone Cold's gonna want to do. He's gonna want to go promo with Kevin Owens. It's just in him to have like, oh, I'm gonna do a promo with Kevin Owens. I like this dude. Let's see what I can do. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
You know, it's Stone Cold, baby.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, and if then anybody could go with Stone Cold, it'd be Kevin Owens. I would have loved to see Stone Cold and Samoa Joe in this situation. I'm just saying, but the Kevin Owens is also good. But do you think Kevin Owens is actually going to hit Stone Cold?
I mean, there's a possibility.
It's a possibility, but yeah, Stone Cold's probably just gonna reverse it and go Stone Cold.
Absolutely.
Because if that main event's WrestleMania night one,
that's pretty much it.
That's if that main event's WrestleMania night one, then we got bigger problems than we thought of. But
yeah, I agree. I completely agree.
Yeah, like I'm not saying it's not going to be a good segment, but that should not be main event status.
No, and on top of that, it's not even a match unless they make it into a match. You know what I'm saying? This is a Kevin Owens show.
Yeah,
I'm challenging you, Stone Cold, in your hometown of Texas with the rest of these fucking morons. Pretty much, and Stone Cold can even be like, you know what? I'm down for it. And then that becomes the main event. So if they actually fight, cool. But we're going to have a repeat of last year. And by what I mean by that is that we're going to have a fucking fantastic night one and such a lackluster of night two.
Yeah.
I feel like they're putting all the good shit, and then the only thing good on night two is going to be Roman and Brock.
Yeah, because most of their night two matches are the celebrities, the multi team tag team matches, and then Bobby Lashley and Omos. There's really nothing on night two.
They need to they fucked that up. I don't feel like the card for both shows, because they're both two individual shows at this point. You have a night one show and you have a night two show.
There's not a balance to it.
No, there's no balance. No. None. You have to take something from night one. Obviously, you're not going to take away Stone Cold and KO on night one. That stays. One of those women's title matches should be on night two.
Yeah, that's strange. Yeah. That threw me off. I was like, you trying to get rid of that in one night?
Yeah.
So you only have what, one title match on night two?
Well, two, because the women's tag team match and then the Raw Tag Team Championships are on night two.
So you have one title match on night two?
One legitimate title match, and then two gimmick matches, belt matches.
Pretty much.
Well, then again, you only have two legitimate matches for the titles on night one, also, because the blue belts,
Yeah. Yeah. So this shit was literally done with somebody blindfolded and throwing darts at shit.
Yep.
I mentioned to Lay. Yeah, I mentioned to Lay earlier, like in the beginning of the show, that Ricochet has suggested that they do like a Razor Ramon Intercontinental title ladder match at WrestleMania, where I think there'll be like 6 competitors for the Intercontinental title with Ricochet and whoever else in it. That could have been one of your matches, like your gimmick matches. That could have sold I don't want to say the casual viewer, but the hardcore, wrestling fan. That could have been something that, for us. You know what I'm saying? The little Johnny Knoxville shit, that could have been for the casual viewer. But there's nothing for us here. In all actuality, there's nothing for us. AJ Styles versus Edge, they're not built. Listen, I don't want to see The Undertaker versus Edge again. I mean, The Undertaker versus AJ Styles again. That's what we're getting. This is an Edge. If it was regular Edge, it would have been a lot better. This Edge read a book and now he wants to start fucking being a thesaurus. He said more words that I've never heard anybody say before in the last 2 weeks than my whole life.
Shit.
And I don't get what that has to do with AJ Styles. But because AJ Styles' nickname is phenomenal, so he had to get bigger words. Then we're already in the most stupendous WrestleMania we ever seen.
Stupendous.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's one of the things they use that one of the taglines.
Yeah. And none of the Puerto Ricans are in this one. But yeah, I digress. Yeah. Yeah. Like, why isn't this? I give Damian Priest shit, but why isn't Damian Priest getting his title shot from Finn Balor at WrestleMania?
Boom.
Did he get a rematch?
Not that I know of.
Nope. But I think they stopped doing that. The automatic rematch clause.
Oh, it's only for Brock and Seth Rollins, and if you lose, like Drew McIntyre, he gets an automatic rematch every time he loses a title shot.
Yo,
still not Harris.
I can't stand that shit.
We're trying to review WrestleMania, but the deeper we get into WrestleMania, the less interested we are in WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It pisses us off more.
Yeah,
it's fucking an insult to our intelligence.
Yeah,
there's a lot that's wrong. A lot. It's unbalanced. It's just some don't make no goddamn sense. We're missing a couple titles. WrestleMania should be the one pay-per-view where every title gets fucking defended.
That's not
every title. No, I get that. But it shouldn't have to be on one fucking night. Okay? Night of Champions. I get it. Cool. That shit don't even make no sense either.
Yeah, no, that's true. The showcase of Immortals was WrestleMania, and you know, they if you're a fucking champion, that should book your ticket to WrestleMania. But apparently it depends on your fucking Instagram followers or your movie coming out at a certain date. We have 3 fucking celebrity matches at this WrestleMania. 1 was too much. We have 3 now.
Well, at least they're all on the same night, right?
No, the 2 of them are on one night, and then Logan Paul's on night 1.
So wait a minute, Pat McAfee and Knoxville are on night 2?
Yeah.
That's stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they need to fill it up. Stupid.
And also, I just want to throw this out there. Also, we have the Usos, Shinsuke Nakamura, Rick Boogs, RK Bro, the Street Profits, and the Alpha Academy. And there's only 2 legitimate the New Day, Sheamus, and Ritual. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tag teams in the men's division wrestling, and there's only 3 legitimate actual tag teams that have been formed for longer than a year. And that's the Street Profits, the New Day, and the Usos. All the other tag teams, Rick Boogs and Nakamura, I don't know what the fuck that was, but I'm just gonna say they were thrown together last week. Alpha Academy was a couple months, and Matt Riddle and Randy Orton, get them the fuck out of my sight. I'm sorry, I don't like them, and they shouldn't be on there.
Wins that match?
The Raw tag team match.
Yeah,
Raw tag team.
The Street Profit, because they've had the most development as characters.
Agreed.
Yeah,
they're becoming heels in a way, but it's making sense because the other way didn't work.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
we had 3.
I mean, it worked for a bit, but for the long run, it didn't work.
Yeah, we had 3 different tag team champions in the past 4 weeks, and the Street Profits hasn't been one of them.
Exactly,
and they beat the champions. So let's.
They beat both sets of champions, by the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
let's do it. If you want to push Montez forward, give him a fucking title. Give him a legit run. Let's get this shit popping.
You want to put this shit. You let him get a WrestleMania win. He goes, "Oh, I have one now," and he'll start saying, "I have a WrestleMania win." And his partner's like, dude, there's 2 of us. we're both there."
Yep.
Goes, yeah, but I won it. What?
Yo, so Harris has a point. Has a question. He goes, when Roman Reigns wins both titles, what's next for him? Who's next to face him for the
Drew
world title. They don't
McIntyre.
have. Yeah,
Drew McIntyre.
he's gonna earn the shot by beating Happy Corbin for the 18th time.
No, by beating Madcap Moss, the one that doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna squash him in 10 seconds. Anyway, is this the worst WrestleMania card ever? It's up there. This
It is up there.
This literally reminds me of the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. You know what the crazy shit is? Most people would say WrestleMania 9 was one of the worst WrestleManias.
And 2000 was really horrendous.
Yeah. But
on
the card, but the card on paper, WrestleMania 9 is better than this. Because you still had Tatanka versus Lex Luger, Crush versus Doink, Shawn Michaels versus Martel, Rick the Model Martel. Was it Martel?
Rick the Model Martel. Oh my God.
Hogan and Brutus Beefcake versus IRS $1 Million Man. Yokozuna versus Bret Hart.
But that was that was the WrestleMania. Was that the WrestleMania where Sherry came out in that outfit? Or was that no? That was her. Yeah, was that SummerSlam? That was SummerSlam, right?
I think that was SummerSlam.
No,
that could have been WrestleMania. Let me check. But yeah, and that was also the WrestleMania that Hulk fucked up Legion of Doom's tag team championship run.
Yep.
Because he showed up drunk or high or whatever, and they switched them versus the Natural Disasters, and then Hogan and Brutus Beefcake took the tag team title match because it was like, yo, it's WrestleMania, we can't do that shit. If it happened nowadays, they wouldn't give a fuck.
Oh man. Let's see.
I think. No, yeah. I'm looking up the Sherry.
No, I figured as much. Yeah. There was just a lot. Nobody wants. It's just bad. Oh man, it would honestly. I would be happy if it surpasses my expectations. Night 1, I don't feel like it wouldn't because of our past experience with this Night 1 and Night 2 shit. But it's Night 2 that has me worrisome. That's like, this just ruined the whole thing.
Yep.
You know, and it's such a shitty experience. Don't get me wrong. I went to a fucking WrestleMania fucking 29, and that shit was long as fuck. You know, being there is exhausting for a whole day. Traveling, walking, standing, you know, it's exhausting. It was, you know, still dope as fuck to actually attend and shit like that. I understand why they have a Night 1, Night 2. It makes more sense, but balance the fucking card out. Make me want to come back for a second one, and then just make me realize that, yo, this is actually okay. Don't let me get to the second one to be fucking, fuck. They got me again. God damn it. I'll just go now.
Okay, so that figure is from SummerSlam. He wrestled Rick Martel at SummerSlam, yeah.
That's what I thought. That just confused me. I was like, wait, Shawn Michaels, Rick Martel, and I was looking at the Sherry. I was like, I can't wait. I want that. I'm getting that. That's gonna be the next one. She might go up high, but it's a must.
No, I hear you. Yeah, that's one of your girls, Sherry.
Fuck yeah.
You gotta represent there. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes. Seth Rollins, do you think he's wrestling Cody Rhodes?
I tell you, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I don't give a shit.
I do it. I was just waiting for it. I do it.
Flying. I really don't care. The levels of fucks I don't give right now for this situation. And you know what's funny? It couldn't happen to a better person than Seth bitch ass Rob. Fuck both these individuals, and if Shane McMahon gets involved, fucking too. Fuck this whole match setup situation. Everybody deserves each other. They go fuck themselves and then just go away.
But how they just trying to
if
get
it's Cody,
Shane
I know he's not
back?
gonna go anywhere for a while. But Seth, go away.
Yeah.
Take your stupid laughing, non-rhythm having ass, thrift store shopping. Your wife is an idiot too. Asses away.
Yeah, go raise your kid.
Yeah. Let's not see you. Let us miss you. I won't. But let everybody else miss you guys.
Yeah, for at least 6-7 years.
I'm with that.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I can't tolerate this. This Seth Rollins is fucking X-Pac heat with me. I don't even want to. Every time I see him, it's just like, yo, get the fuck out of here, son. But all right, so I just came up with a theory, and it's mostly to just piss you guys off. But I think Seth Rollins' opponent is going to be the only man to ever embarrass Seth Rollins, and I'm talking about Cesaro. Rematch from last year's WrestleMania. You know? Cesaro came back for the money, and he's wrestling Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Damn. Yeah, that's
a good idea. Yeah. I can see
good
that.
idea.
Or Goldberg, because
I can't see that.
Goldberg
No, no Goldberg. No, absolutely not.
I'm thinking WWE logic.
Not as a surprise, because they need to advertise Goldberg, because that nigga, his name makes money. They advertise that motherfucker. They don't need to advertise Cody. They would have advertised that. No, I don't need Brock. We just had Brock. Not Brock. We just had. So they're all the same people. We don't need them. We don't need
Goldberg
him.
Wrestled him in Blood in the Sand.
Yeah. We already got Goldberg. I'm okay. No, thank you. It's already tough. WrestleMania is already tough, man. Come on. It's tough already.
It's the kind of card that drives anybody to drink.
Yeah.
You just on some.
I think Cody comes.
Stop. Keep going, bro.
I think.
Keep going, bro.
Pour that brand new bottle into another brand new bottle, and then when you've got one bottle full of 2 bottles, then you fill it up for me.
I'm gonna fill this bad boy up right here.
That's it.
It's just gonna be awesome. Every time a man comes that I don't like, I'm just gonna go.
You're gonna have to refill that bottle about 3 times.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna knock out halfway through on some. What I miss? Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit up the Google. What did I miss? Nothing.
Yeah. They got the ugliest title in the world to represent the WWE Universal Championship. What? But yeah. All right.
He gonna make it. Cody will make it.
Yeah. I kind of think
I'm at the. You think it's Shane?
You know what's funny? If it's Shane, it would be fucking hilarious. Because everybody's like, Cody. Shane shows up, he comes the money. I'm going to go, fuck all of you.
Yeah.
You deserve this shit.
Yeah.
And then they boo the shit out of Shane. They'll be cheering, but they'll be booing. Because everybody's there is like, nah, we want Cody, man. Because, that's what people want.
Make it a triple threat match. Then throw Cody in there. Everybody think it's only Shane. All of a sudden, you hear some stupid-ass generic music that's supposed to be like his father's.
Yeah.
Or Homelander.
Homelander.
Or
there was talks about how, like I said, they needed to keep. People wanted to let him keep his AEW look, right? Because that's what they know. That's what he's known for. Vince is like trying to no. Vince wants him probably in the Homelander outfit. That's gonna be in gold and black.
Well, it's gonna be done. But yeah.
Let's see.
We're lucky. All of them can get injured at the same time.
You know what's gonna look? Listen, if Cody comes out, cool. Yeah, Brandy comes out, I'm gonna be really upset because she don't belong there. I'm just glad that they didn't have any interest in her. I hope that wasn't like a deal breaker. You take me, you take my wife.
I'd have been like, well, still call up New Japan. See how it works out for you.
Good luck with AEW.
Let her get in the ring. It's okay. We got some big bitches that can take it down. It's okay. It'll be fun to watch. It's like that time when when Lana got fucking, power bombed through the tables. It's just watching her ass get beaten up week over week. It wasn't overkill for me. I found that to be hilarious every week.
Yeah.
But yeah, something like that along the lines. That would be great. I think he comes out. Let's see. And if he doesn't come out, I won't be disappointed because I'm like, oh, we're having another Veer situation in our hands. Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go.
It might be Veer.
It might be Veer. He might have been like, haha, April Fools. It was yesterday, but haha.
There you go. Yeah.
This is true. This is true. Oh, that's right. Everybody's gonna be saying that shit tomorrow.
Yeah, April Fools.
Yeah, April Fools. Mm-hmm. I go, yo, if I stab you in your throat, could you be able to say that again next year? Will you?
Stop.
Okay, so don't say it anymore.
I listen. Yeah. I'm this close and being like, oh, that's my schedule at work. Haha, April Fools. I'm not coming in.
Word, right?
So you thought I was working. Let me stop.
I understand now the Joker and the acid flower.
Yeah,
Every day I inch closer to understanding him.
I understood him because at least we knew where he stood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone else, like, fucking people suck. Drake Devil Dogs. Yo, if you're gonna have a name like that, you gotta at least endorse us. Like, send some our way. I like Devil Dogs. I'm pretty sure y'all would take some. You know what I'm saying? Like, send us some our way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't discriminate. Shit, I'm hungry now. He goes,
shit.
He says it's pretty sad. I truly think Vince McMahon doesn't care anymore about his company or product to have this one of the worst WrestleMania cards ever. Yeah, and you know what? We have to blame nobody but Vince because apparently he's the only one that does shit. This isn't stupendous.
It's amazing because you know what's funny? When you see the Rumble, right? You have to know that that WrestleMania was going to be hot ass right after.
Yeah,
and especially since there was blood in the sand between it both.
Oh yeah,
you're like, yo, hot ass. Oh yeah, I forgot. Day one.
Yeah.
So hot ass, hotter ass, trash ass.
It's
That's
been
hot.
Yeah, it's been hot ass since day one.
Yeah. Oh my god! So that's just just building on trash.
I just want to say for the record that once Ronda Rousey came out, I said it in the group chat. Yep. This is gonna be the worst WrestleMania we've ever seen.
Yep.
I'm not wrong yet.
Correct.
You know,
I mean,
I don't think we all disagree with you. I mean,
oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my reaction when I saw Brock come out last. I was like,
yeah. Yo, surprisingly, I think the only match that really would hold this WrestleMania together will be Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
You know, I think Bobby Lashley and almost will be a hot 5-minute match where, you know, you build up the excitement and shit again. But Roman versus Brock, this has to be a definitive ending to this storyline and steal the show because I don't want to see this shit no more. I don't want to see this match no more. I'm sorry. I would rather watch Roman Reigns in a bra and panties match versus Carmella or even almost. I don't want to see him versus Brock Lesnar no more. It's no longer fun.
I'm picturing Roman Reigns in a bra and panty. That's quite a look.
I think
need
you
to
just
inspect the front and the back.
I think you're just picturing him in the panties.
I mean, if he
doesn't
doesn't
carry a
want to
big
wear the
sword, right?
bra, it's not, that's on him. This is a bra and panty match. He can't take off the bra. He's already halfway naked,
That's gonna make
technically, it's gonna make it real easy for me. For him to
really revealing. That Superman punch is gonna be way different than that.
Yeah, they're gonna have to call that the dangle of the angle punch.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh man, yo, if you change it to Twinkies, you're gonna have to send Twinkies back over here too, man. All the junk food I'll take. I don't give a fuck. As long as it's not vegan shit.
Why you have it as a dessert, bro? Like, I just smoke. I got munchies.
Right? Shit.
The fuck.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
Let this be the last time.
This isn't Rob Van Dam and Jerry Lynn all over again. Like, Rob Van Dam and Jerry Lynn wrestled pretty much every week in ECW, but every one of their matches were pretty good. They changed the shit. This is Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar is heavily storied. Every single one of their matches has a big ass story to them and a big ass build up. And we have 10 years of this shit. Let's be done with it. Let's move on down the road. But I do think that this would be the saving grace of WrestleMania.
God, it better be.
Let me ask you guys, what would, if you can choose one match that would surpass your actual expectations? Because we all see this is gonna be trash. What would be the one match that you would think that would be like, you know what? That match was trash on card, but I found it to be a little bit entertaining. And I know it's so hard to think, but if you can choose one match to exceed your expectations out of like night 1 or night 2, what would it be?
All right, off my head, I have 2 matches. One of them is more realistic than the other, but Bobby Lashley and Omos, I think, would exceed my expectations because I'm really expecting this match to be 3 minutes long. And Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair, I think this match will be a lot better than the last time they wrestled each other. Because at least Becky Lynch is showing she could put on good matches with people. And Bianca Belair already showed that she could be main event status at WrestleMania. So as much as the build-up for this match is stupid, I think this match could also be a show stealer. But other than that, I honestly don't think Edge can keep up with AJ Styles. But that's just me. But who you guys got? I feel like Lay's. We gotta get a shirt for Lego. I don't give a fuck. I can give 2 fucks about any of these matches.
I love it.
Once you say them out loud, you just go, shit.
I know you're gonna enjoy the Miz and Logan.
Again. It's stop. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
You know what?
I'll take Sammy over and Johnny Knoxville over that one. And that's saying something, and that's only because I just want to see Johnny Knoxville take bumps. I think that's the only reason why I would want to see that. If this is what you're giving me, let me see how many bumps you can take. Let's go.
Word. Yo, Isaiah, that's 100% true. If they didn't get rid of Samoa Joe, you can see him and Roman Reigns having a great story. Yeah.
We set up a storyline for that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then he gets fired again.
Yep.
The 2 times we actually set up something for Samoa Joe, he gets fucking fired. But
you know what? Like, the tag team triple threat match, because it's just more bodies. It's more people, and most of them can wrestle. Gable, the Street Profits. All right, that's all I got.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And then night 2, I don't have shit.
Well, that was in night 2.
That's night 2. Then night 1. I'd probably say Becky and Belair, but I expect them to be good.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, what I hope is good. Fuck, this hurts. No, nothing. That's it. That's it. I tried it, and I can replay the card in my head and go, let's not do this to it. Let's not do this to ourselves. I'm going to catch an aneurysm thinking about
the Usos and Shinsuke.
No, because I feel like they're pushing Booze, hard, because he hasn't lost. He's been protected. You know what I mean? Seen anything, and apparently somebody really likes him. I don't know who does, and they'll be ballsy enough to put the title on him, right? And that way, there's like a storyline for the Usos and the Bloodline when they get back to SmackDown the following week, where he's also like, "Oh, I'm the only champion now." And if that leads to Jay and Roman again, sign me up.
Word.
That's more interesting than anything they've been doing lately.
Yeah.
Right? I got no problem with that. Main event Jay. Bring him back. That was frustrating.
I fucking feel you, like. Yo, half of Raw.
That came from his soul.
Half of Raw was me trying not to scream at Kenny. And I feel Lay is like, he's on some, I legitimately am trying my hardest to not be like, yo, guys, I'm out, and I'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'm waiting till the new storylines come up. Brand new storylines, hopefully, because they have the balls to keep things going.
Yeah, these fucking dogs.
I don't care if it's Omos, it's Omos versus fucking Matt Riddle. Give me something different.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care if Orton finally turns on Riddle. Don't care. Give me anything but what I've been getting lately.
Who they going up against?
Versus whoever. That's not Damian Priest.
Wait, you said RK Bro is a triple threat?
Yep. It's RK Bro, Alpha Academy, and the Street Profits.
I think that tag matches for me, if as long as they give them given time, it's always gonna look good. I just wish that those tag team titles were, on a ladder. Would have been nice, but you can't. I honestly, I won't be able to see Otis climbing the ladder.
I mean, he did win the Money in the Bank. He didn't climb the ladder, but he did win the money.
He didn't climb the ladder. AJ fucking Dika dropped it, all right, and it fell into his hands. And then he had Mandy Rose. Let's not forget, Mandy Rose is a love interest of Otis. And now Mandy Rose is your NXT women's champion and women's title. Oh, man. That's another thing. NXT. NXT.
Stand and deliver.
Mm-hmm.
Joe had asked me, and I said, I'm just looking forward to the ladder match for the US, for the North American Championship.
I'm actually looking forward to the women. I love Io Shirai.
Yeah.
I think she just elevates any match that she's in, especially when it comes to like a pay-per-view match or a premium live event match. Takeover. And I never want to see her leave NXT, but I know eventually it's going to happen. And then eventually we're going to get Asuka, and they're like, hey, bring up Io Shirai. Hey, Kabuki Warriors 2.0.
Yep. Yo, which was the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. But yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. No.
I remember when I heard it, I was like, I'm sorry. They're what? Kabuki. I get there.
Kabuki.
Really?
Kabuki.
I was like, there's nothing Kabuki about him.
I know what to call them. You piece of shit.
Well, yeah, why can't they just call them the Asian women? At this point,
why can't they be Oscar?
I believe that I think that someone said, if I read somewhere that they actually chose the name.
It was probably a list of the Asian women, the samurai women, or the Kabuki warriors, and they said, Fuck it, just call us the Kabuki Warriors.
I mean, remember the name they gave Stone Cold before he came up with Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Fang McFucking Frost. He was like, "You have got to be shitting me."
Yeah.
Dr. Freeze. Have you seen Batman?
Yeah, I have the stand and deliver card.
Right.
And the first name I see is Tommaso Champa, and I just picture, what if Tommaso Champa walks out on SmackDown on some, like he doesn't know, like he's just looking around like this is his new area, his new spot, but he's interrupting Roman Reigns, and he just
comes out randomly on.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, so this is SmackDown. Okay, yeah, and then he gets in the ring.
You're like,
yeah, he gets in the ring and goes, oh, that's not, and he just pokes the title. Like if I want this, that I want that, and then just leaves, and now that's how he gets a title shot.
I mean, it's funny. It's a lot better than Seth.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Not even.
So I was looking it up and everything like that. So, it is true. Asuka and Kairi Sane did choose the name Kabuki, but they wanted to be called the Kabuki Girls. WWE felt like we're going to change the word girls to warriors. So Asuka and our wonderful pirate friend, they were the ones that wanted to come up with Kabuski. So what the fuck is a Kabuski?
All right, so I just looked it up. Kabuki is it means holy shit. I like my brain shut off. A
form of traditional Japanese drama with highly stylized song, mime, and dance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now performing only by male actors using extravagant gestures and body movements to express emotions and including historical plays, domestic dramas, and dance pieces. Okay. Now I understand the meaning, but I don't know why I never looked that shit up. I just thought it was some dumb shit that WWE came up with. I stand corrected.
It kind of resembles the mask that Asuka was wearing.
Yeah, like a geisha girl. I think that's what they're called.
Geisha. Yeah. You know what's crazy? If they would have came out looking like this, maybe we would have been like, oh, okay, we get it.
Yeah, I agree.
But Asuka was already there with her jacket and her fucking mask.
Yeah.
But they just didn't want to change the gimmick of Kairi Sane.
Yeah, I was gonna say she got her mask and jacket, but then her tag team partner's a pirate. It's like that's like me and Lay walking down the ring in a full New York getup and we're the fucking the Congo players. It's like, wait, what? We don't even have Congo. Like, what the fuck is this?
Did you read the right card?
It's like that's
not us.
That's our names, but that's not the we don't Congo.
Once we finish this match, let's just leave.
Yeah.
They'll be like, hey, try this hat on. Try this hat on.
Yeah.
Try this hat on. See how that fits. Ooh.
I'm telling you, son, the levels of props I give to the colognes. When they were like, oh, you guys are going to be timeshare guys, I go, no, the fuck I'm not. I'm going to go back and wrestle my Pops organization.
Yeah. Carlito had it right. I'm just here for the Rumble. We need people to
the
buy
night after Rumble.
The colognes.
And the night he was like, I'm here for another day. Yeah. I'll come back.
Yes, yeah.
How about now?
No wonder I left this place. Literally, he was backstage for 2 nights. He said, "Yeah, this is why I left."
Yeah. It's another colognes.
Come back? No.
So we're interested. No, you're not.
Yeah.
So what else is stand and deliver? I'm sorry, you were saying the card?
Yeah, all right. So we have Imperium versus MKS versus the Creed brothers.
Wait, who's Tommaso Ciampa going up against?
Tony D'Angelo. For why? I have no idea.
Isn't he a champion?
No. The North American champion is Carmelo Hayes.
Correct.
But why is there so many triple threat tag team matches?
Don't know.
There is not one. Well, no, Logan Paul. Well, no, there is not one single tag team matches. You know, like tag team versus tag team, because Logan Paul and The Miz is not a tag team. It's gonna be a 1.5 man versus The Miz match, and Dominic is the half. Dominic is the half.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, that's
Bro.
so true though. That's so true though. That's so fucking true. I want to go with Imperium, but I don't. With the other two?
The Creed brothers and MSK.
MSK got the last. Actually, maybe not, because MSK got the last big win. Yeah, I'm gonna go with MSK. Fuck it, why not? I like them.
Yeah. I just had to look up who the Creed brothers were, because I'm like, who the fuck is these people? But they're in Diamond. Which that motherfucker owes us money because we were Diamond before him.
Uh-huh.
I don't give a shit. Yeah. Once they went 2.0.
There's a fatal 4-way for the women's title.
Yep.
You have Mandy Rose versus Io Shirai versus
Cora Jade.
What's his right? The fucking the white girl Darby Allin.
Yeah, the 12-year-old skateboarder and Kaylee Ray.
Kayla Ray. Yeah. She was the NXT UK Women's Champion.
So she clearly won't win it.
So I remember watching NXT and they had a tag match where
I just peeped Lay's face. And Lay, I feel your pain. Like Lay literally did she was former NXT UK champion. He goes, well, she can't win it. And like it's like Lay has this face.
Here's another thing.
Like common sense has.
Here's another thing. What happened to Dewdrop?
Gone.
She dropped.
Bianca Belair KO'd her.
She didn't drop. They dropped her. That's what they did. It was a doo-doo drop.
Nikki Cross is gone too. Nikki Ash is out of nowhere. She didn't even finish. She just started her storyline with Rhea Ripley, and someone was like, WrestleMania is like 4 weeks away. Fuck, get them both off TV.
You know what I realized? This year they don't. Unless I think they had it last year. The women's battle royal.
Yeah, there's none of that.
That's true. It isn't.
I just realized. I'm like, wait a minute. We had tag team matches going on, a couple of single title matches going on. No women. Like, I don't understand why we can't. Honor Andre the Giant so much. This battle royal is for the Giants, right? Why can't we have a female? They try to do it against the fabulous Moolah.
Yeah.
We already used Mae Young, and literally Mae Young Classics was exactly that, classic matches that you won't really find on your main roster. Yeah. I digress. With all this talk with Sensational Sherry, how come we don't call it the Sensational Battle Royal?
Kind of really right yourself.
What woman would not want to feel sensational after defeating 29 other women over the top rope for a prestigious award, right? Because we got to make everything prestigious. And it kind of represents another lead for a female. But, that's logic.
Someone who knew anything about wrestling would have put that in there. In all honesty, no one has any historical knowledge of wrestling past The Rock and Stone Cold. It's almost like they thought The Undertaker was the first ever wrestler and no one came before him.
Except Hogan.
Well, it depends on the month.
True. Very true.
This is true.
But it's like shit, man. We don't know shit about the wrestling, but we just came up with so many different things that they could have did, and we didn't replace any of the competitors.
No.
We just added a little bit of logic and history to the fucking match. Apparently, because I try to look up the SmackDown the match card, and the only thing they have is the Triple Threat Intercontinental match, the Andre the Giant Memorial match, and a very special Happy Talk with special guest Drew McIntyre's sword.
Yeah, this fucking company.
How do we remain so loyal? They treat us so badly. It is such an abusive relationship.
It is.
I'm saying it. There was, I forgot what Raw was that I was like, this is what it has to be an abusive relationship. It has to be this. I forgot what Raw that was, and I said it right away before you guys started covering it. I was like, it has to be like this. Like I come back and you just punch me in the face.
Night after night.
I show back up. Hey, that's where I left.
Yeah.
And somebody out there is like, "Oh, you're making light of." I'm not making light of anything. All right. If you enjoy watching pro wrestling, then you understand.
Yeah. Emotional damage.
You completely get it. Because what it is so much potential to do good. And then you just flush it down the toilet and shit on it afterwards. Literally, you flush down the toilet, then you put down the seat, and then you shit on it.
Yeah,
you leave that shit out there for the rest of Raw.
Tank.
For the rest of Raw. It's like start Raw, and you leave it for 3 hours, and it turns into what it is.
Yeah,
that
man.
essentially is Raw. And then it turns into a pay-per-view. Premium live event.
Yeah. And you have the best wrestlers in the world. And this is what you give us.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely correct.
Best wrestlers in the world, and this is what you give us.
You have the best wrestlers with the best production, period, hands down. And then you go, this is our WrestleMania. Fuck you. We appreciate your loyalty, but fuck you.
Yeah.
That's what we think of your loyalty.
Yep. With a PS at the end of that note. Fuck you again.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
How dare you come here and want to enjoy this show? We're
Yeah.
gonna make it ass.
Yep. Not only do we not have your chair, but you're gonna have to rebuy it at a higher price and wait 2 weeks for it. While we offer 3-day shipping.
Uh-huh.
That's what it is.
Agreed.
Hazel goes, those aren't wrestlers, they're sports entertainers.
This is true. The sports entertainers disguised as wrestlers.
These are wrestlers. They just don't know what a sports entertainer is. That's like you have actors in a fucking, like in a cook-off. Like, we don't cook, we act. We'll act like you cook. No. We don't do that. No. Trust me, it's gonna work. It's beautiful. That's what we're watching.
Absolutely.
Ron, the Truth Killings, is in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. First black first black NWA champion. My man's 87-time 24/7 champion. You have Cedric Alexander, who wrestled Kota Ibushi at the fucking Cruiserweight Classic and got signed immediately.
Yeah.
Apollo Crews is one of the most athletic people you've ever seen in wrestling. Shelton Benjamin on the mat is just as good as a fucking Kurt Angle or Chris Benoit athletically and can fly. Finn Balor, Prince David, don't need to say any more about that shit. Drew Gulak is an awesome technical wrestler. Bobby Roode fucking carried TNA on his back for like 9 months as the champion. Is a phenomenal wrestler.
Man.
The War Raiders. I'm not gonna call them the Viking Express because the Viking Express they took on Razor, but they were a fucking good tag team before they got here. This is all on the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on Friday. We don't even get this talent on fucking Friday, and then you got a Garza. You have a Garza wrestling on SmackDown for the Intercontinental title the weekend of WrestleMania. Why isn't he wrestling Ricochet at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title? Or someone at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title? The United States Champion and Intercontinental Champion are wrestling on SmackDown. Oh, I'm sorry. WrestleMania SmackDown. Like, that makes a difference.
Can't wait for WrestleMania Backlash.
Yeah. The only sports entertainers I see here is Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, Jinder Mahal, Brock Lesnar, and Jake Paul, and The Miz. Like, the majority of the people that are on the main card are your sports entertainers.
That's true.
But Roman is an entertainer, but he also could wrestle. Like he
That's
a sports entertainer tells the story outside of the ring. A wrestler tells the story inside the ring. That's the fucking. There you get your fucking difference, bro. You're too worried about what happened, the minutia of the match. Give us the fucking match. We don't watch basketball for fucking to see Kevin Durant and Chris Paul fight each other. We watch basketball because of the talent. You know?
Absolutely. I don't care about their game planning. Put them on the field. I want to see it executed.
Yeah. You remember when Spike TV used to do the bungee jumping basketball?
Slam ball.
Remember that? It went nowhere. You know why? Because people didn't want to see people jump off of fucking trampolines. They wanted to see basketball.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want to see somebody interview a sword.
That has a name.
Yeah, Angela. Fucking.
She has a name.
Yeah, man.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So we got 2 minutes left. Final thoughts. Final thoughts.
Godspeed. Let's just hope that it's better than our failed expectations, although we feel like they're gonna fail less. I just want the matches that we really want to see to be really fucking good and not lackluster. And the matches that are bullshit, we already know it was going to be bullshit. So we won't expect anything more or less. But if something more comes out of it, thank you. But that's about it. That's as far as that goes.
Yeah.
But like, comment, subscribe to the channel, buy the merch. We're here. We're talking wrestling, you know. You just got to hit that like button that's down there. I know y'all niggas watching on YouTube, so you can see it. It's like you have the little notification bell. You have the subscribe button. And then, you know, Toad's going to drop all the info. So just go in the chat. Just go. Even if you're not here in the live chat, just look at the live chat. All the links are there. And understand, your pain of watching WrestleMania is our pain too. And we understand you. That's why we're here. Because we understand you. Now, if you're just a fucking mark that just like, WrestleMania is going to be great. The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like next week we should start the show with, my name is Toe Tags and I'm a recovering wrestleaholic. because it's starting to ruin our lives. But
Kaito.
So I want to clarify something here. I know somebody's watching this and thinking we're all tired, whenever. I want to make no mistake. I'm not tired at all. But the problem is once you start running down this card, all the energy is getting sucked out the room.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You're literally doing the damn, this really is gonna suck ass. And then you just slowly get more depressed and more. And then we go to night 2, we turn the page and realize this might be worse than the first one. So I want you to understand that we do love wrestling, but we hate this fucking card.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to understand this. I'm going in there with my mind as positive as possible, ready to be disappointed in so many ways. And I feel it in my bones, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. Have these people disappointed me for 6 pay-per-views in a row? They really have.
Just 6 in a row?
Like 6 pay-per-views or more, Every Raw is disappointing. And when some people go, yo, this was a good Raw compared to what? The last Raw. So it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Remember that. You know what I'm saying? SmackDown got increasingly worse because they didn't come up with anything besides Roman and the Bloodline.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is none of us are tired. We're just down on the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be some of the most exciting times in wrestling because it's supposed to be WrestleMania.
It's supposed to be the most stupendous time.
Exactly. It's going to be a premium live event, whatever the fuck that means.
Yep.
Oh man.
The point is the card didn't shape up well. They came out with like 8 matches in less than 2 weeks. What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Should have been building since the Royal Rumble.
It's
last WrestleMania, honestly.
Yeah. It's like coming down the stairs Christmas morning, and all you got was an unwrapped pair of socks.
Mm-hmm. But remember, this is when you're a kid. If you give me socks and underwear now, bless your soul, because I really look forward to those things. But when it's like a 8-year-old that wanted that whatever game system you loved, whatever toy you wanted, and you came down and your parents go, no, here's your Spider-Man underwear. Shut up.
Yep. Like you saved up some money, you took the day off, you went and got a hotel room, you got your candles, you lit them up, you bring Shorty over, and she's on a period. That's what WrestleMania is to us right now. So real quick, last question. Here's an honest question if you got time. Do you guys think Stand and Deliver will top Mania this Saturday? If it wasn't NXT 2.0, you're damn right.
Had
but
it been
2.0,
the black and gold brand, I would have easily said yes.
I am going to say it will be better than night 2 of WrestleMania. I don't know if it will be better overall, as we will all know as NXT Black and Gold being the better show of the pay-per-views when it came to times like this. I will be as positive as I can with NXT 2.0. I feel like they have a little bit more freedom, so I expect great things because it is still NXT, even if it's 2.0. I do feel there's going to be a couple matches on Stand and Deliver that will possibly be match of the weekend for the women's roster. Let's put it that way. For the women's roster. I'm not saying overall. Overall, on the women's roster, though, I believe NXT Stand and Deliver will have the best match of the weekend.
I feel like the ladder match for the North American Championship could definitely be the best male match of the whole weekend.
Yeah,
I honestly believe, like, out of that all card of the whole weekend, even with Roman and Brock, and that's all.
It's a ladder match.
It's a ladder match, yeah. And by the way, everybody in there is a talented individual, so it makes it easier to, you know what I'm saying?
There's only one match that needs to top that, and that's Drew McIntyre, and Happy Corbin.
Okay, so
I just feel like we just always need one ladder match at WrestleMania.
We
always. Y'all gave us Money in the Bank at WrestleMania, and y'all stupid enough to make it into a pay-per-view. But at least something. If it's not for a briefcase, at least let it be for a title.
Yeah. But on that note, everybody, next week is going to be a lot more entertaining because we're going to already have passed this shit. And we're going to tell you the real shit. And on that note, everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace.